The lady herself, Mrs. Snitch. Get your $100 bills ready for this one, boys. This is a treat. It's not every day we get orange on the top and orange on the bottom.
How do I go from 100 and Kelly's $1?
I don't know if the carpets match the drapes.
You're damn right they do, and so do the toenails, Let's go, guys. We got 100 people in here. Let's get to 200 people, 20,000 likes. We're going to get on with the show for today. We're just here to have some fun, guys. We're just here to have some fun. Y'all missed me. Y'all asked for it. And now he's back, baby. He's back. Thank you very much.
Oh my gosh, you're not binge drinking again, are you?
Hell no, man. Stop it, man. Why you gotta talk? Why you gotta mention it for me? Wisco! Hundo people! What's up, Wisco? Just the perfect day to come back, ladies and gentlemen. Them people had a real good scare today, but we told them, hold on to your seats, because them monsters ain't going anywhere. They ain't going to see another day of light. I promise you that.
You got some shit on your shirt.
You got some shit on your shirt. Don't be careful what you say now, because I'll be saying the same damn thing in a week from now. See, I'll better watch what the fuck you say. Yeah, you heard?
Listen, you're saying go Buffalo just as much as I am.
Let's go, Buffalo. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. We are at 118 people. This is tragic. This is tragic. I'd have been at 700 by now if I never gave up. But you know what? We're going to get there right back soon. We're going to get there right back. Go Cowboys. Go Packers. We both suck. So, ladies and gentlemen, today marks a very interesting day. We, unlike what the morning host does, we do things a little bit different around her. Around her, if you know what I mean. Ladies and gentlemen, I ain't gonna start the show until I see them heart me's pop up on the screen. Until we get to 20,000 likes, I'll just kick the camera stand over and I'll go to bed. I promise, I'll go to bed. So that's all what you guys want me to do. Y'all want me to stay on TikToks? I'll stay on TikToks. But y'all gotta send the fucking heart me's, tap the fucking screen, and let's get the fucking 20,000 fucking likes. You heard?
What did you just take?
Oh,
Chef?
fuck. Look who how the fuck did you sneak in the club? How the fuck did you get in here, yeah?
You
That's more
accepted
like
me, or
it.
somebody accepted me, one of your mods.
That's more like it. Tap the screen, share the fucking live. Share the fucking live.
We let the less fortunate in sometimes,
Yeah. Butterfly. All right.
Anya Banana.
You guys, the show ain't gonna start.
All right, Mrs. Smith.
Hey, everybody. I just wanted to tell Chef go Texans all the way.
You know what? They looked real good yesterday. They looked real good. They did. Yeah, they did.
It's the Steelers.
I was definitely proud yesterday.
They looked real good yesterday. They sure did. Yep.
I've missed you guys. I've been so sick. I haven't joined. I've really missed y'all.
And you know what? What's going on? Because Anya's been sick in the head. You've been so sick. What the hell's going on out there? There must be a bug or something.
Sick in the head. I think you're most likely sick in the fucking head.
Anya's always been a little sick in the head. I think we all are.
But you bought him out.
y'all missed all kinds of
on my
tea.
side.
I am on your side. I am. I'm always on the girls' team. You know that.
Carry on.
No, I had to go see a pulmonary specialist because I've been having breathing attacks from my asthma.
Oh my God, that's no good at all.
Right.
Okay, so the show must go on. We are at 8,000 fucking likes, man. Guys, it's not gonna work, man. It's not.
Plan is working.
Not fucking work. It's not gonna work, man. I'm gonna throw you a fucking spiral in a minute if you don't fucking smart the fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, K-Snaps. I'm sensing a little bit of hostility here towards you.
Oh,
right?
Listen,
Tap the damn screen.
Fun of me.
Tap the dang screen. A rose.
Rose.
A super rose. A super rose.
Big rose.
No, it's my turn. It's my turn. I get to do it for you. A rose. A rose. A rose.
A universe. A universe.
K-Snaps gets a universe.
Shut up there, Ginger.
Oh, you got to shake your butt. You got to shake your butt.
No, you got to
It's a
shake your
corgi.
butt.
It's a corgi.
You got to shake that.
Thank you for the hand heart. Thank you for the hand heart.
Anya, what are you going to go do?
Thank you for the hand heart.
Anya,
What am I gonna go do? I have to go pick up my school book because I re-signed up myself to finish my medical billing.
What?
Thanks for joining the fan.
I'm going back to school for my medical billing. Shut the fuck up.
Cake.
You're such a dick.
Yeah, what?
Cake.
I'm going back
Ice cream.
to school.
Ice cream.
No.
Shut the fuck up.
Cake.
Cake.
Cake. Cake. Cake.
This diet thing has went up your head.
Okay, Heather has an excuse. What's your excuse?
My excuse? I'm going back to school to finish my certification in medical billing and medical assistant.
Hey, Chiquita baby.
He's such a dick today. And I say I'm a corgi
here.
to be nice, and he's being a dick.
I don't know what those are. A rose. A super rose. A super rose. A super rose.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
2026.
I'll be right
Ice
back.
cream.
Oh, Lord.
Anya, somebody just sent me this.
Oh, God.
Uh-oh.
Okay, do you want me to text you my receipt for my school that I freaking went earlier to go re-sign up?
A rose. A rose. A rose.
Dumbass motherfucker.
A rose. A rose.
Riri, you can take your Riri, you can take your ice cream and shove it up you know where since you already called me fat.
Ooh. Heart me, thank you.
Heart me, thank you. Heart me, thank you. Losing subs. Subscribe. Guys, if you subscribe to Chef's Live, you get access to K-Snaps' live.
K-Snaps, you need to add me to your super chat.
Guys, if you subscribe to my channel and K-Snaps' channel, guess what?
Shut the fuck up. I'm doing the things. Cake. Cake.
I love it.
Hey, go like this again. This way I can stand up.
What the hell are y'all doing?
Cake.
Schmurder, you need to talk to him. He's been a dick to me.
We're trying our hardest to get on Chef's nerves.
Do you think that anybody can stop him?
Ice cream, thank you.
You're Mrs. Smith. That is true. That is true.
Ice cream, thank you.
What the fuck
I'm new here. 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 Popular.
That arrow points right to you, Kelly.
Popular. Rose. Popular. Rose. Hurt me, thank you.
Miss Kelly?
I've already had an overstimulating day. This is not helping.
Well, you know, Dutch Bros got some new flavors.
Dutch Master does?
Dutch Bros, they got this banana bread flavor. It's really good.
Oh, you use Dutch Masters too?
I don't want to say yes because I don't know what you're saying.
Hey, we're gonna talk. Can we talk about Tay after we talk about
animals? Wow. Okay, guys. So as you know, today was the big day.
Let's say the middle finger gift for Chef because he's being a dick today to me.
To me.
A rose.
He's being a dick to me.
A rose. I'm new here. 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 Boxing glove. Nelson, I'm busy. I'm busy.
Hey, K Snaps, did you get my link earlier, by the way?
Probably. I got off live and then I scrolled the streets for a little bit of TikTok. And then I came home and I started watching His and Hers, and I haven't been able to stop.
Yeah, I heard that's a really good show.
It's
So the
so
link
good.
that I sent you is the official court docket from everything, and it lists everything. So now we know exactly what the crimes against nature is.
Oh, no way.
Oh,
Okay, listen,
shit.
Erica, we're gonna get to that segment soon, but have you been following this crazy case here?
Hold on. We got
Yes.
to also talk about Stephen Billet, too. Kay is
Right,
here.
right, and that's the whole thing. So
Yeah,
Okay.
but I sent both of you the link to the court dockets. So I was just want to make sure that y'all had gotten them.
I appreciate that. So I have been getting a lot of people asking about what happened today. I was able to pull it up. I am going to pull it up. So as we know today, and Don is actually in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Don, if you want to come up, just request. So the fence. So today people went crazy, guys. I won't get. What's up, Don? People literally went like butt ape shit today. They didn't really have the exact understanding of what took place today. So for those of you that didn't, and I was live in K Snaps' his channel. I not 1 minute did I ever think or imagine that these guys would actually get released today. So not to worry, guys. These guys will not get fucking released. I promise you this. If these guys get released, I will fucking quit TikTok. That's how confident I am. There's no chance in hell these guys will definitely get released. It is a blip in the system. I was trying to type it earlier, but I'll say it again today. Maybe a lot of it had to do with, very, very big, like heinous crime in a very low community. Maybe they weren't exactly prepared at the moment. However, not to worry, guys. At the what's that called? Probable show? Show probable? One of the two, right? Snaps? Anyways, she went on mute. But
Probable
yeah,
cause.
sorry, you say that again?
Probable cause.
Yeah, but today it's not exactly the probable cause because today was the probable cause.
Yo, what?
Show
cause.
no, right.
Show cause.
It's the show cause.
Yeah, the next time is the show cause hearing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know why
Today
you're
was the
laughing.
probable cause, but they didn't get to fulfill
Right,
that
right.
hearing.
But what I'm saying is the next one is the show cause, and they will literally show exactly why the discovery would have possibly taken so long. But even if they don't necessarily show, as long as they present it, yes, you go over the 21 days, but there's exceptions to that. And I'm telling you right now, Wiggins did an amazing job today. These guys aren't going anywhere. I promise you that. Now, we have a different couple things we're going to talk about today. The first one being obviously these dirt bags. And these dirt bags are just fucking dirt bags. And there's no other way to put it. We have Wisco in the chat here. Wisco, how you doing, love? I hope you're well. Wisco is another one who, not proud of it of all, but she definitely knew Courtney very, very well. And yes, so I'm glad she's alive and well in the chat because I was quite worried about her a couple weeks back when I hadn't heard from her. So I'm glad you're in the chat. I hope to God your sis, mind you, I hope to God your entire family's doing well. Hope you guys had the best. What's up, Jackie? I hope you guys had the best possible, holiday. I know it got rough for me, and I promise you, not because of these fucking idiots, more so because of, your Rebecca situations, your Melody Buzzard situations. But I mean, you know what? They can bring us down, but they won't knock us down forever. I am going to get into this, guys. I'm sorry. I know a bunch of you guys have already watched it, and I apologize for that. But I do want to play it because we have gotten a lot of people asking. Butterfly, I'm glad you're well. You know what,
It's fine. I got you.
No,
Thank
you're good.
you.
You're good. No, you're good because Anya's not here. So
Oh,
Beat
okay.
it. Oh, there she is. Anya, come back. Butterfly, I'll bring you back, babe.
Okay, babe.
Yeah. Okay. Anya, come back. Anya, come back. Anya, come back. Anya, come back. If Don Juan DeMarco, what's up, man?
What's going on?
How you doing? How you doing, man? This case bring everybody out the woodwork, doesn't it?
Well, dude, I've been laid up. I tore my
Chef,
rotator
if you
cuff.
need to drop me, that's fine. I can hop back on
Okay, I
later.
appreciate that. Yeah, just let me see what's going on. You know, Erica, I will, but please come back because I want you. I want to definitely discuss that topic also. So
For sure.
That's some sick ass shit, bro. Oh my god. Okay.
Oh, okay. And I want her to explain it. So if you could just come back, I'd appreciate that.
For sure.
Okay, love you. Bye. Oh my god, I just told her I love you and her husband's right there. That guy's gonna get mad at me. I'm sorry, I promise.
You need help.
Well, help can't even help. But anyways. So Dawn, I just want to let you know Kalak misses you. She was worried about you. She knows she just wanted to make sure you're well. But that's good to know.
Yeah, no,
No,
I
so
tore
listen.
my rotator cuff, so I've been like laid up for a while on heating pads and everything else. I go for an MRI on the 19th, and I go to orthopedics on February 10th. So I've just been dealing with a lot.
Now I'm just going over my notes here, Don. Actually, 1 second. So actually, I heard different. I heard that Kimmy actually beat the shit out of you.
Yeah, no, she got me. No.
Yeah, right? Okay, that's what I thought. Sorry. I was like, okay, well, how did that happen? No, how did you do it, bud?
Either from working, I really don't know. I thought I needed my back cracked because I was having like some pretty bad back pains, and that didn't work. So I went into my doctor. They took like 10 x-rays and they set up physical therapy. And then they called me and said no physical therapy because there's major concerns that I tore my rotator cuff based on the images. So
oh shit, man! I'm sorry. I'm sorry you got to go through all that pain, but
yeah, it sucks.
well, hopefully you can heal soon, bud. So listen, I wanted to ask you,
From court today? Is that picture from court today, Chef?
yes, it is. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Well, your girlfriend's not looking so good these days.
She's actually looking the best ever. Look how sophisticated she looks. Are you kidding me? Don't listen to them, babe. Sorry. That she didn't mean it. Sorry about that.
It's like you was nursing.
They fucking took my picture down. So what are we doing here, K-Stocks? Are you running the show or am I? Oh my god. What is she doing? Something stupid, guys. Let's just wait for her.
I take it back. She's looking great, Chef. That's all you.
Dude, she was biting her gums. Leave her alone. We chew gum. Sarah Sue, thank you, guys. Guys, honestly, like, I like, please don't be disrespectful because we chew gum and she sucks on her gums. What's the difference?
Use her gums.
I can chew gum. That's the difference.
Do you want me to explain all my stuff like this or no? So Don, listen. So is Kimmy ready for tomorrow?
Hers is adjourned.
Oh shit. Oh yes, that's right. I heard that actually. So why? Do you mind talking on why you think it was adjourned or no?
Same thing with Brad and Courtney's. Like, prosecutor has not given up any of the evidence from the discovery.
Really?
So, yeah.
Unbelievable.
But her lawyer told her that he thought it was going to start going out today because of the holidays with Christmas and New Year's. Like, they've just been behind at the court for some reason, supposedly.
Right.
And then at court today, even the prosecutor said to the judge in defense, some of the discovery has come through, but it's just not all of it. Like, they're getting some here and then some there. Like, going back to Thursday or Friday last week, they finally started getting some of the stuff, like, handed out.
So are you saying that it's a very mirrored problem that Kimmy's having, the same thing that Brad and Courtney are having?
Yeah, and I just think it's all because of the complexity of the case with, like, toxology reports, all that stuff. Like, there's so much that they have to wait, a month or two on. Even, like, phone records, some of that stuff takes a while, too, to get back. So I think it's just kind of a abundance of different things that they're waiting on, and they can't just do a probable cause hearing with 25% of the evidence that they have. They have to wait for the rest of it, and I think it's kind of crazy that they were trying to get either a bond or get a dismissal today. Like that blew my mind.
Okay. Now, how if you don't mind me asking, like, how's that been? How's Kimmy been?
She's been good. She's just been working. She's working on getting a car right now. She's
Nice.
been doing her counseling, like getting all the CPS stuff taken care of. She's getting closer to getting custody of her daughter again, which is good. The judge is working with her. CPS is working with her, and DHS is also. Like they had a pretty good court hearing, like a few weeks ago, and she's just doing everything she can, and trying to stay out of trouble and all that. So she's doing really good.
Nice. And did she find a place to live?
Yeah, she's living at one of my neighbor that she was staying with that was on vacation. Offered her the spare room, and she's been staying there ever since then.
Oh, good. That's good to hear.
Yep. So
That's good.
she's got steady housing. That's why, like I said, like she had to have steady housing with an address that's approved by CPS and DHS. That there's no CSCs there and all that. So they've been doing it step by step. Like I said, she started. She's about to have her third counseling appointment since then, and she's getting ready to start her stuff with the CPS for the family services too.
Nice.
Yeah, she's been making all the right steps. So proud of her.
All right, man. Good. Keep it up. And if you don't mind me asking, Stephanie's going to be fine with her getting custody of her child back. Yeah.
Oh yeah, like dude, Stephanie lets Kimmy go over there and see Lily like all the time. She was just there 2 days ago. Like, I've been over there. Like, I've met Lily. I met Nikki. I've met Gus. All the kids. Like, it's a really nice house. Very good people. Like,
how's Becca's kids doing?
Oh, they're great, man. They're dude. They are they are two of the coolest boys I've ever met. Like well mannered. Gus.
Nice.
He likes to roughhouse a little bit, but they're good. It just it breaks your heart seeing them. Knowing that the circumstances are what they are, but they're doing good.
Sure. Well, that's good because you know what? It's about the kids, man. And as long as the kids are happy and smiling, I mean, it's fucking shit because obviously they're gonna eventually. Unfortunately, eventually they're gonna, realize one day what happened, but I guess by then, hopefully, hopefully there's even better therapy and better counseling out there, and yeah, man. But because a Raven came over today actually and was telling me that Stephanie and Kimmy didn't look so talkative in court today, so I was just a little bit concerned.
We got there before anybody was there. Stephanie and Casey's Kimmy's brother, they were there late. Like they got there like maybe 5 minutes before Judge Wiggins came out.
Okay.
But they were there late, so we were seated in the back, and then her mom and Casey got to go in the attorney and lawyer row in the front. So we were separate when they got there, but after court, Stephanie and Kimmy went to the clerk's office and got Kimmy's birth certificate. So they definitely interacted.
Yeah. And you know what? Just to clear that air, because it was a rumor, I was the first to say, dude. I already know, like, with speaking with them. Stephanie, I know she's not very like she don't like the media. She don't like all this stuff, and I probably like I mentioned it. And I literally said she's probably just. She's not really one to like show face and this and that in court. She probably just had gone there to, go there to, for respect for her daughter and what happened. But, well, yeah, no, man, it's good to hear. But we are so there's a lot of people that didn't get to see court today. Actually, I heard. Sorry, one other thing. I heard your buddy was there today. Did you want to talk about it a bit, or do you not feel comfortable?
Are you talking about Brendan?
Yeah, Brandon was there, wasn't he?
Dude, like there was somebody there that looked like him, but I don't think it was him. Because this dude was like much like.
Did you hear anybody say hi, Kimberly?
No, like that's what I'm saying. Like the person that was there that I thought was him did not talk to Brendan. He was he was there with a lady. He wasn't there with Abby. He wasn't hanging out with Caleb or nothing. So that's why I was kind of confused on who that guy was, because it kind of did look like Brendan, honestly, but I don't think it was him because he looked a little different.
Okay. Now, is it true that Caleb takes up a whole bench to himself?
Caleb's a big dude. He's a big boy.
Okay.
Big boy. He's a big dude.
Now, I got one last question.
Yeah.
How did it smell in that courthouse today?
You know, honestly, a lot of the people that have been there previous court dates weren't there today. Like Caleb was like probably like one of the only ones that fits that, you know what I mean? That description.
So there was like, it kind of smelled like Dollar Tree cologne?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right on. Okay, that's good. Yeah, no, it's
let's
just
not talk
like
shit
I
about
thought
Dollar
maybe
Tree.
I thought maybe you and I honestly thought maybe you and Brandon are buddies now. Now, by any chance, just hear me out. Did you join the bowling team?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Has Kimmy continued to bowl or no?
No. She has nothing to do with them. She doesn't hang out any of those people really anymore. Like she really doesn't.
Nice.
She talks to blind guy every once in a while.
Okay.
I think she talks to Brendan. I know she doesn't talk to Abby since they're falling out.
No, Abby. Oh, Jesus. What happened with that? Don't tell me.
I don't know, like the whole, like them saying that the baby was found and they were blaming Kimmy and all that.
Right.
Like, yeah. I don't know. Like I was there for like some of the conversations, and people on both ends weren't being forthright about it. So that's all I can really say.
I mean, it got brought to my attention, and I thought my source was pretty good too. But yeah, shit, man. Unfortunately, I mean, listen. At the end of the day, if the physical body is found, I mean, it'd be great. But at the end of the day, we know that beautiful angel's upstairs with mommy right now, and that's all that matters. So. No, it's good. Okay, so you didn't make men's with Brandon, which is good news, because if you talk to him today, by tomorrow he probably won't be your friend again.
Yeah,
so
I have not talked to him since the spaghetti dinner night when he I really didn't even talk to him then. He just sat there. And after we had left, Kimmy was on the phone with him. I said, hey, find out what he wanted us all to talk about. And all he said was, I just want to make sure there's no hard feelings. And that was all he ever said. I'd never heard back from him since then.
Yeah, okay, good. And so you haven't joined the bowling team, and Kimmy is obviously off the bowling team too, right?
Yeah. No,
nice.
I'm not.
Hey,
the bowling team.
Hey, Don, you can tell me it's only me and you here. You guys hooked up, didn't you?
No, God.
You guys, come on, you tied the knot, didn't you?
No. Dude, like,
come on.
Cake.
You got a snake in my boot. You got a snake in my boot.
Cake.
Come on,
Ice cream. Ice cream.
You strangled that knot, did you?
No.
Okay, I tried.
Pineapple. Pineapple.
Pineapple.
Yeah, no, well, listen, man, it's always a blast to hear you. Just you know, I was well aware of another incident that happened in Wexford, and I am a little bit upset with Kimmy, to be honest, that she is talking a certain way about an individual that we are now finding out that is not true about this individual. This individual, honestly, and I'm gonna be real, I'm not even gonna laugh no more, bro. Like, this individual lost his life, and you know that's what this person should be remembered by, and how he tried to help people. But I just, like, if she's talking like gibberish about or nonsense about certain people that are no longer with us, I mean, you can maybe just give her that little, you know, big brother talk, because I don't think that's necessarily appreciated right now. You know what I mean?
Is it about the guy that I texted you about?
Correct. Yes. Yeah.
That's crazy. I have not heard her say anything about him, and I'm just being honest.
Okay.
When, that guy's brother was at the courthouse because they were doing the court stuff for I think his name is Charles Stewart, the guy that did the unaliving. And the guy said, one of the detectives was there, and she goes, "Oh, you know, how are you?" And he said he was good. He goes, "I'm here, you know, for my brother." And she goes, "Oh, Stephen was your brother?" He goes, "No, my brother was the one that unalived Stephen."
Ooh.
And Kimmy was sitting right next to me, and she didn't say anything about Stephen, like, even in that moment. I just looked at her. I was like, "Oh, wow, that's crazy that he's here too." And she goes, "Yeah, I know." But she Yeah, even when because I knew Richard Fisher told me that Steve was his buddy, so I
Hey,
didn't
speaking
think.
of Richard Fisher, how's that guy doing? He hasn't come around anymore.
Dude, I haven't heard from him since probably right around Christmas time.
So what do you know about the Stephen Billet thing?
Well, I just know that Steven was the one that came to Rebecca's dinner, the spaghetti fundraiser, and was asked to leave. And that was the first time I ever heard about him. And then the whole situation that happened in Cadillac with the robbery and hostages, like nobody knew he was even part of that until a few days later, because everybody always thought it was just the two original victims. And then I read it was him, and I said something to Kimmy. I said, "Holy crap, that's the guy that was friends with Richard Fisher." And like I said, when I told her about that, she was just like, "How do you know it was him? I didn't see that." And I sent her the article or whatever, and she's seen it. But like I said, she never said anything about Steven that was bad. So I'm kind of curious on who she talked to and was talking bad about him.
No, I
Okay.
think Steven's a good guy. That was
Well,
our next subject, so I
well,
just
that's
figured I'd
that's
ask.
what I've heard. Like Richard Fisher told me Steven was a good guy, and Kimmy said Steven was a good guy. But then when I got back from the spaghetti dinner, the fundraiser that night, that's when Chef had mentioned to me that, like, did you hear about the guy that introduced himself as like the town pervert or town weirdo, whatever it was?
Break it
And that
up.
was
Break it up. That's not what Chef said. Chef addressed the rumor that it was
yeah,
possibly
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't hear any of that until you told me about it.
right.
I'm not
Right.
saying
Okay.
that
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
were, you know what I mean? Like, you informed me about it and asked me, and I had no idea. Like, I didn't hear any of that. And yeah,
Yeah,
then come to
because at the
find out it was the
time
same guy.
we were getting somebody was coming in. I think it was my live or Snaps' live. What's up? Someone hey, what's up, Amanda? So somebody actually came in and told me now that oh my god, what's that other RSO's name? Fuck.
One, we're talking
Yeah,
about
that's what I was
Cadillac
just
right now?
The fucking black Malibu.
Austin.
Austin,
Austin.
yeah. Because people were coming in here, oh my god, I think it was Austin, yada yada yada. And I'm like, oh shit. I mean, um, you know, too bad it wasn't him, to be honest, because he's a fucking piece of shit. But I mean,
Yeah.
unfortunately, it wasn't him, and it was this poor guy who apparently was amazing and did nothing but help people. So, anyways, we're gonna get there. I don't even want to get too far into that right now. But I just want to say, and again, I wish this on anybody. I really hope to God, if everything you're saying is actually happening and it is the situation, I wish nothing but the best for yourself and Kimmy and this and that to actually, just get the right help and shit, man. I mean, I'm kind of nervous that you're telling me she might get her kid back because I don't think she's in any state to do that right now. And that's just me giving you my respectful
Oh yeah,
opinion, to be
no,
honest.
yeah, no, I got you.
And I mean,
I was at the CPS hearing, with the judge, and he did say DHS and on the prosecution side, we'll call it, where they just said that Kimmy started her therapy and then she stopped doing it, and she had problems with doing the family services with the CPS, like whoever they were recommending, but she finally gave in and she's using who they recommended. She's going with what the court wants. And the judge literally told her, he said, if you get a house, with an address and it's, there's none
like
of
we can
these.
potentially start the process
Yeah, oh,
while
yeah.
hoping that you
He
prove
just said, yeah.
yourself, right?
And he said, as long as I just see some improvement, he goes,
Yeah.
we'll go from there because it's been 8 months already.
So like I said, that's what worries me. Just some improvement? No. We can't be talking about just some improvement.
Yeah.
We need a lot of improvement. We need a drastic improvement. And you know what, Don? I like I said, man, I would really hope, and I'm not trying to get all, make it about, how I'm going to mentor you in this. No, but I would really hope, even if she thinks she's ready and she's really not ready, sir, I really appreciate you don't kind of take that child out of the,
absolutely not.
situation that they're in, because I mean, at this rate, I don't think they'll find, right now, I don't think she'll find a better situation. So, but anyways, it was nice chatting with you, Don. I got to carry on with the show here because I got a whole program planned for today. But I appreciate you coming up and giving us that insight of Kimmy, and like I said, if there is a narrative out there about this particular individual and that necessarily isn't true about him being the town perv and stuff, that gentleman has tragically lost his life, and
Yeah.
I'm in contact with some of their some of his family also, and I just think it's appropriate, just like I would do for anyone else. I would appreciate that they try to, drop that narrative because that doesn't sound like it was the case. So that's all I'm trying to say. And you guys are local, right? So I mean,
Yeah.
That's really what it's about. But nevertheless, thanks for coming up. We are going to carry on, guys. I just want to ask you guys one little thing here. Did you want me to get into the actual? Did you want me to get right to the Courtney and Brad court appearance, or did you guys want to watch Caveman? So Caveman was another one of the ones who they all know each other. They all were they're all part of that fucking that vicious mathematics circle. I haven't eaten. Well, fuck, Jackie, get off of mute right now. Jackie, come off mute.
It wasn't me. It was my kid.
Tell her right now you're gonna buy her whatever she wants for dinner. Thank you. Wow, this guy looks even more sketchy on a big screen. Holy smokes. Did you guys want to see Caveman? Put ones in the chat if you want to see Caveman. Nayeli, ¿cómo está Nayeli? Yo, I forgot to make her a mod last time, actually. Nayeli, welcome to the mod family, Nayeli. You've been loyal. You've been a good person. I appreciate you mucho. We got another member of moderators in the family. Welcome, Nayeli. Yay, Nayeli. All right. Blondie, she's, I don't know about that. But yeah. So if anybody asks, Nayeli, you're my friend. You are not Schmurder's friend. Thank you very much.
Is my friend?
Okay, so
pick up my friends.
Yeah, they're amazing. I love them all. Well,
Dude, he takes mine too.
No, you know what I do? Guys, let me tell you what I do with these people, right? So what I do is they have a ton of friends. They have a ton of friends, right? So I start talking with them, and I'm like,
Use your words wisely.
And I'm like, K-snaps. Maybe not. This is not the right one. Let's get rid of them. Okay, there she goes. Murder.
I still have the messages.
I don't know about this one. This one eats with their hands. Ugh, kind of gross. No.
Eat with my hands?
That's you, Jesus.
What?
Anyways, so now what I do is we keep the best around, and then they become my friends. Yay! All right, guys.
You're using us for our friends?
I'm everybody's friend.
No, I'm using you for the views, and Kay's my friend. Thank you very much. Okay, let's see if I can do this, guys. We are going to play. So this is the gentleman here. Guys, if this guy triggers you in any which way, I know he's also done some very awful things in the Cadillac community, but I want to play this guy. I want this guy to understand. I want people to understand what kind of junk is really out there. It's alleged that this individual also is responsible for a lot of nasty crimes. So this dude deserves everything he gets. I'm just going to try to do something right here. And guys, if I'm the better host than me and K-Snaps, you guys can put ones in the chat. It's no problem. If you guys think, I will tell you what's going to happen next. But if you guys put 2 in the chats for K-Snap, if you guys like K-Snaps, better put 2 in the chat for her. But I will tell you what's next. Let me get 1 second here.
Can I put 12? Does that count?
Well, you put the 1 first, so that's me. Thank you.
Oh, dang it.
Jonathan, watch your mouth.
It's a ghost now.
Okay, awesome. So all the ones putting 2, just 1 second. Let me start blocking you guys all. 1 sec. Let me start. Hold on. Let me just start blocking them.
I don't know.
Don't worry, guys. You'll be unblocked by the morning.
Cavemans again.
Well, do you guys do you have anything for nausea?
Oh.
No.
No.
You plus him were driving me crazy today.
You said what?
You plus him were driving me crazy today.
You plus him were driving me crazy. Do
Today
something
made me
for
laugh,
me.
so that was worth it.
21. Do something for me. Okay, ready? Here we go. This shouldn't get, you know what? Only because it is, it's not like Wiggins ain't that guy, so I shouldn't get the, the copy, you know what? But if I do, I have a backup plan. So this
Too
is
bad
what's,
you don't have TikTok Studio.
I don't watch TikTok Studio. I mean, I seen K snaps today and it was blurry all day.
Yeah, this is lame.
But here's the HD, guys.
Lame.
Oh shit! Hold on, let me turn off my porn that I was watching earlier. Okay, sorry. Don't want the wrong thing to come on. Thank you. Again, she goes on the big screen.
I was trying to put myself in the box up at top. I feel like I can't see myself.
Look at this guy. Look at this prized possession right here.
For the record, there are calls like we have Mr. Haynes.
Anya, damn, Anya, you got that big money today.
You need to take that guy off the screen. He makes me dizzy.
I know, right?
That's what I was saying earlier this morning.
Holy, look at him on fucking big TV. This guy's a junk bag.
Filter off him.
And Mr. Haynes, it looks like I've got a couple more bond violations for you. So we'll do arraignments on those. I have two more show causes. The one, this is in addition to the one you've already been arraigned on. One alleges that you failed to appear for drug testing as ordered on.
Hey guys, time out. Did you guys catch what he just said there? He also got to a show cause.
December 17th and December 25th. And then the most recent one alleges that you failed to submit for a drug test as ordered on time on December 13th, December 14th, December 28th, January 3rd, and that you failed to appear for a drug test as ordered on January 5th. Mr. Haynes, you do have the right to a contested hearing in regard to these bond violations, where the prosecutor would have to prove to the court that you in fact were in violation of your bond conditions, or you can admit responsibility. Counsel, how does your client wish to proceed on the bond violations? In addition to the one that he had, that he failed to appear for a drug test back on the 3rd of December.
Yeah, exactly.
And left the courthouse when he was ordered by the court to take a test and failed to comply by reporting to community corrections immediately.
Your Honor, what I asked the court to do is to, I guess allow me some time to review the evidence in this matter. I did receive an email indicating that there were some tests done, and I'd like some time to go through.
He's just pacing.
The factual allegations as to the nature of the misdemeanor.
Doesn't he look like me in the fucking chair today?
Or something along those lines. If I could just have an adjournment of that issue, Your Honor, so I can revisit it to determine if holding a hearing is the prudent thing to do, or if it's wise to accept the allegations.
All right. And I assume there's no resolution to the underlying cases?
Your Honor, not yet. I did receive an extension of 2 offers on.
Guys, tap the screen, send your daily heart me. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
It looks like yesterday I received some supplemental discovery that I believe is the missing piece to my understanding of the total of the charges. I have not reviewed that with my client yet, as I did not. I received it yesterday. And so perhaps if you could adjourn this matter, Your Honor, in total, put everything together, give me a chance to get a grip on what the evidence and the allegations are.
Get a grip.
And then we can return for PCC.
All right. We still have one of your parents, correct?
You don't have an appearance, right?
Yeah, and counsel, we haven't received your appearance yet either, so if you could just make sure that we get that. Now, I believe Mr. Haynes had called our office yesterday and spoke with, or actually I think maybe appeared yesterday and spoke with the clerk and indicated that he was going to rehab. Is that still in the works?
Your Honor, that's my understanding that Mr. Haynes, the place is called Harbor Hall, I believe.
Okay.
That he would check himself in for inpatient. And what I'd ask the court to do is, we could set another court.
Mr. Haynes, I'm sorry, I need you to stand still if you could. Go ahead.
court to do is to adjourn the PCC as well as the bond violation, set another date. And then in the event that Mr. Haynes is in fact enrolled at Harbor Hall for inpatient, I will appear and I will waive his presence for procedural purposes. That will at least allow us to get to some definitive dates in terms of whether or not an exam is prudent, or if availing ourselves of the plea deal is what the wise thing to do is. I believe, Mr. Haynes, will I be able to be in touch with you during your admissions?
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to modify his bond conditions, that as a condition of bond, he sign releases for both you and community corrections, so we know that he's there, only to be able to confirm that he's there, and also to allow you to communicate with him. Because I don't want to, Mr. Haynes, I don't want to lose you. This case has gone on long enough because of delays we were having, so I don't want to lose you in the system while you're at rehab. So, Mr. Carnes, do you have any input on that?
Your Honor, given the number of testing issues we have at this point, I'm asking for a bench warrant. But if the court decides on treatment, certainly I support these things we're discussing. Thank you.
I got a question.
Mr. Haynes, I see you have your hand raised. I don't want you to say anything yet without the consent of your counsel.
Your Honor, what I would propose to keep let's just say to keep things moving, if the court would, let's say, allow 72 hours for Mr. Haynes to enroll into Harbor Hall prior to any to the court issuing a bench warrant on this matter.
Mr. Haynes, let me ask you, and I'm only going to ask you this question. Are you set to go to Harbor Hall?
Your Honor, I was set yesterday because I was going, again, on downstate, and I was going to go to court yesterday because I had my date messed up. And then from there, I was going to go to Harbor Hall. But due to my date messed up and I was showing up to court yesterday thinking I had court, they called me today and I'm waiting on Harbor Hall now. Everything is approved. It was approved for me to be there yesterday, but I called him, told him I missed court, so I'm at pro, to see how you felt about it, and as well as go forward. But they got a bed for me, and I was due yesterday to go in there, but they wanted to wait till I got to court to see if I was able to do it and have the approval, but adjournment for until I got out.
All right, Mr. Carnes, are you aware of any other discovery issues in this, or has that all been taken care of now?
As far as I know, there's nothing else I am covering from this area on this, so I'll defer to the defense counsel.
All right, so what I'm going to do, Mr. Haynes, is I'm going to modify your bond. I'm not going to issue a bench warrant for you now, but that could change if you don't follow the modifications for the bond requirement.
Look, you didn't understand a single thing.
72 hours.
Thank you for the gifts, guys. I appreciate you.
You must be enrolled in residential treatment. If you get enrolled, you need to sign releases with community corrections and your attorney. Those releases are only to be able to confirm that you are in fact there and for your attorney to communicate regarding the case. If you do not get into Harbor Hall or any other inpatient treatment program, or you leave without the advice of the program, you must report it.
No, Courtney's coming up next, guys.
Successfully.
He has some teeth. Yeah, Angie.
Report to the jail immediately. If you complete the program successfully, I'm going to allow you to remain out of jail, all right?
What do you mean by that, Your Honor? Like, if I complete it, since I'm doing it my own, I'm eligible maybe for probation?
If I may, Your Honor, Mr. Haynes, you're going to go sign up at Harbor Hall.
I'm already there.
Okay, you're going to go there. If you get
He's not there. He's signed up.
For not following the rules, or if you leave, you're going to jail. You're going to show up to jail, okay?
Right. But if I complete it,
if you complete it, we will have a court date when you get out.
And then you might go to jail.
If you complete it, you don't have to go to jail. You get to stay out.
All right.
Unless you violate your bond conditions again.
Your Honor, I've been doing it every day with my.
No, I don't want you to say anything about the violations because I don't want you to say something that's going to be used against you.
This guy just knows he's dealing with a child's brain.
So again, you'll report to an inpatient residential treatment. You comply with the requirements. If you don't comply with the requirements and leave, or you're terminated unsuccessfully, you report to the Wexford County Jail immediately. If you don't do that, a bench warrant will be put out for your arrest. If you are successful, the case, you'll be able to stay out of jail.
Okay.
You'll also need to sign releases with community corrections and releases for your attorney to be able to communicate. Now, I want to clarify something. I'm not going to put the case on hold while you're in treatment. So we'll still have hearings. So that's why it's going to be important that you sign that release for your attorney.
Okay, yep. Now, is there a limit? Can I stay as long as I want?
Yeah, come home Saturday, bud.
120.
I have no control over that. That'll be up to the treatment center. All right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything else for the record, counsel?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor, thank you so much.
All right, so we will adjourn the PCC. And we'll set that out 2 weeks to make sure that he gets settled in and all the releases signed. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So yeah, guys, that was this guy is known as Caveman. Like I said, he's part of the whole Wexford community. I'm sure he probably banged Courtney too.
No, I said that she should clean, but with the camera on. And it made sense.
That's so awful. Thank you for the cowboy hats.
I thought she does it for free anyway, you know, might as well.
Bradley Allen
Come on
Bartholomew,
in.
case number 25-4995FY, and the people of the state of Michigan versus Courtney Marie Bartholomew, case number 25-4994FY. Just remind everybody in the audience, pursuant to Court Rule MCR 8.115, photography and video recording is not permitted in the courtroom unless you have received prior authority to do so from the court. Also, a reminder that outside of the courtroom, in areas of the courthouse other than the courtrooms, no one's may photograph, record, broadcast, or live stream an individual without that person's consent.
Anya, whose credit card did you steal?
The penalties for violating that court rule allow for the court to confiscate the devices and also include up to sanctions.
It's under somebody's name. There's fucking Bradley.
I heard her say earlier he was yellow, right?
I mean yellow.
His skin is yellow.
Like
Start with the prosecutor.
Maybe he has cancer.
Your Honor, hearing me has me up.
Oh, the girl. Is he
Good morning,
drunk?
Your Honor. Nicole Smith on behalf of Mr. Bartholomew.
Good morning, Your Honor. Tracy Deinhardt on behalf of Ms. Bartholomew, who is present and seated to my right. Good afternoon, Your Honor. Sarah.
Duh, obviously she's seated.
All right, thank you. You already see.
Unless she's hobbing on one leg.
So we are here for a probable cause conference. It's my understanding there is not a resolution in this matter. Is that correct, counsel? In these matters, I should say. All right. Then I'll turn to the defense. Anything for the record?
Your Honor, we need to address discovery. At this point, discovery is being held hostage. We have not received one piece of paper, not one. The only thing that's been revealed to us was the probable cause affidavit, which was released previously to social media before it was released to us. We have attempted to negotiate with the Attorney General. It's our information and belief that the Attorney General's office is in charge of disseminating discovery. They are insisting on an unacceptable discovery protective order that does not fit what we're doing here and interferes with our ability to conduct a defense and ensure our clients' rights. At this point, Your Honor, we're dumbfounded what to do when the whole point of this conference was to have everything and to just blow off the court's authority to not give one piece of paper, knowing that, understanding that while our clients are confined without a bond, it's unacceptable, it's unethical, and it should be sanctioned.
Your Honor, I share the comments of Ms. Mijas or Mr. Mijas in this case. I have also not received a single document, whether it be a autopsy report, a police report. I've received absolutely nothing beyond the probable cause affidavit that was released, my understanding is to the media prior to the first probable cause hearing in this case. In fact, I received that affidavit when I opened up my own Facebook page and read it on Facebook, which quite frankly is unacceptable. At this point in time, my client continues to sit incarcerated, held without bond. If the government is not prepared to move forward with this case never should have been charged back in December when it was charged. At this point, I share the comments of Mr. Mijas. I'm asking for either this case to be dismissed if the state is not prepared to move forward with this prosecution, which at this point in time, without a single piece of discovery, and the probable cause affidavit is not discovery. Without a single piece of discovery, the state is not prepared to move forward. So yes, I am asking for this case to either be dismissed, or I'm asking for my client to receive a bond in this case pursuant to the court rules. She's been incarcerated long past the 30 days that this hearing was adjourned to allow for the discovery to be turned over. Your Honor, it's my understanding that the Attorney General's office is the one handling the discovery. And I will note for the record, the Attorney General's office or a representative is not in this courtroom today. Quite frankly, if the court is not inclined to dismiss or grant a bond in this case, I would ask for the Attorney General's office to be show cause to explain why discovery has not been turned over to the defense at this time, to explain the violation of due process in this case.
Your Honor, given statements, I want to quote from an email sent January 9th, 2026. We don't have full discovery as it's still ongoing in the investigation stage, but I do believe we will have some documents.
And that's from
Melissa Talbot from the AG's office. If it's still being investigated, why was my client charged? Why was Ms. Bartholomew charged? If we're still investigating, which again, Mr. Bartholomew needs bond that. We've passed the 21 days. We were told, be ready, have everything out, or let's dismiss, because if you're investigating, investigate all you want. My client should not be held in that.
And when did you each follow your demands for discovery?
I filed my appearance and demands immediately. I believe it was December 2nd or 3rd. So the 21 days to follow through with the discovery request, it's in blatant violation at this point. I've been told numerous times that I would have discovery, and I don't have discovery. I will also note for the record that it's my understanding Ms. Palapu has filed an appearance in this matter as a second chair or co-counsel with Ms. Curie. So again, I do not understand why the Attorney General's office is not currently here to explain why we do not have the discovery if it is the Attorney General's office that is handling the discovery in this matter.
And it's my understanding that want to release what they have so far under a protective order that your parties haven't come to terms with yet.
To discuss a protective order in their email, which I have, and I will admit it as an exhibit.
I would actually ask that that be marked as an exhibit in both files.
So it's exhibit. She indicates that they are using a template from a child endangerment and human trafficking unit. Your Honor, this is a murder. And the template, and I referred to this briefly in my opening statement, the template dives into requiring us to reveal our defense, who we're going to use that might see the discovery. That is unheard of in murder cases. We have offered to negotiate. We have said that when it comes to medical records and any reference to any children, we will agree to a protection order. Not a problem. But when it comes to the information regarding the murder, police reports, case law is very clear. We are entitled to it now. And so when we get a flippant response saying, I don't know if I have 100 pages or 100 files, 100 reports, you do know. Absolutely unacceptable.
Your Honor, I will also note that as part of that protective order, when the defense indicated as the email references that we weren't going to sign that protective order, we were told, fine, then we will slow roll the discovery in a redacted format, which that does not comport with the law. The defense is not entitled to redacted discovery. And in light of the fact that the probable cause affidavit was released unredacted to the public, that's an even bigger problem.
One last note, Your Honor, and Kurt reminded me. Materials are already ready from the state police and Wexford County through FOIA. We have been quoted a price on social media. Social media activists have been quoted a price for FOIA release of the documents we're seeking here.
And that's FOIA request to the county and the state?
Yes.
State police?
That is our understanding.
And so, if it's ready for FOIA, stop playing games. Please, stop playing games with our clients' lives.
Yeah, good game.
Mr. Carnes, anything in response?
Thank you. Just to clarify, on Friday, January 9th, AG who sent the email, okay, no problem, we will redact the police reports and get them to you. I will let you know anything that wasn't provided. Why? We will let you know when the discovery becomes available. I think the discovery will be available soon. Again, this was sent on Friday. It's now Tuesday. It was a weekend. I think there are issues to be ironed out as far as the protective order. That's something I think we can all work on, but to assume that the AG's office has essentially dug in their heels based on one email response, I think is not appropriate. So I'll leave it to the court's discretion as to whether to set a show cause regarding discovery. I would ask for the defendants to remain held without bond. A very serious case, very serious allegations, and we will be working to get discovery released as soon as possible.
Do you know when your office started receiving discovery?
I think it was
Thursday
or Friday of last week.
That's when you started receiving it?
I believe so.
And are you receiving it simultaneously with the AG's office?
I think the AG's office is actually receiving it through us.
So you're receiving it and then sending it to the AG's?
Digitizing it, getting it to them is my best bet, but I would need our discovery clerk up here to know how that's working.
Yeah, of course, I want to enter this.
They really don't know what the fuck's going on.
And for the record, Your Honor, I would ask that this exhibit be marked as a joint exhibit between the two files, please.
Yes.
No objection by the people.
And Your Honor, the one thing I would know that my colleague is that we're entitled to unredact. There is no need to slow roll this through a process of redaction when the case law is very clear. In this case, we should get unredacted, and we're more than willing to agree to protective orders when it comes to medical records, HIPAA, and any kind of child interviews, child picture, things like that.
Assuming they exist.
Correct. Mr. Carnes, I know you're not necessarily assigned to this case, but do you know, are there still pieces of discovery that, or reports, things like that, that you haven't received yet?
I would say it is likely that that is the case, but I don't know for sure. I would also say that's pretty normal that we would have enough probable cause to hold people while facets of the investigation is still ongoing. And I don't think anyone has used the word slow roll in discovery. I think all parties are working to get discovery ready. Awesome.
I'll state for the record, defendants A is received without objection. Give me a moment to look at that real quick. All right. Anything else from anybody? All right. What the court is going to do is I'm going to set this matter for a show cause with both the Wexford County Prosecutor's Office and the Attorney General's Office to see why discovery has not been complied with pursuant to the 21 days provided by court rule. I do understand the argument the defense is making regarding bond. I also understand the complexities of this case. However, it has been going on for a month, and it sounds like there is information out there that the defense certainly is entitled to. I will make a determination regarding what we're going to do with the case with bond after we have the show cause regarding discovery. Is it possible to set a date for that now?
Can we just be easier to work on?
I'm sorry, I should do
Setting the date.
Yes.
Yeah, probably that would work better.
This should just re-pissed me off.
I know, right?
Will the morning of the 30th work for everybody?
That would work for me, Carl.
I'll make it work, Your Honor.
All right.
What time?
Let's do 10 o'clock.
Can you make it on the 30th, Jeff?
I'll make it work.
Anything else for the record, counsel?
Nothing, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so there you go. There you heard it. The defense was looking to get the case dismissed today, ladies and gentlemen. Not sure what day we're putting in their pipe to smoke, but it ain't gonna happen today, nor ever. They are 100% guilty. Their affidavit indeed told us they were 100% guilty. So yeah, that's what's going on. We can speak on it for a short bit, and then I'm gonna jump into. We can speak on it for a short bit, and then I'm gonna jump into something else. But yeah, what did you guys? I know it's kind of crazy, to be honest, and I'm sorry that it was triggering for some. But what did you guys think of it?
Do you think that, like, because they had a lot of time to destroy the evidence before we even got to it? Like, do you think that? I mean, I think the evidence matches the description of their story, but like, they don't have the seat covers, they don't have the baby, they don't have they had time to get rid of all that stuff.
Yeah, but I think like for them to be able to be held, I don't know. Like I think there's more. Remember,
No, I think it's definitely good, but I just maybe digital evidence. I was trying to think of like evidence that they.
My question is, why didn't they release what they had already and keep working?
Yeah, that's not really how they want to do it because then they want to throw it all at them, right? And again, like I said, I've been on the other. Like I said, this is a shitty situation, and obviously we want these fuckers to fry because they're pieces of shit. But I mean, I think attorney gave us a brief explanation earlier, also where it is the right for the defense to properly have discovery. And I mean, my only other thing why it probably is taking so long is because they just are new to this, like this big situation here. I
But
mean,
the AG has had it, right? It has
Right, and
the
the prosecution just started getting it on Friday.
right. So
I'm just going to call it what it is. It's a giant shit show.
I just think that, especially for it being so high profile, I mean, even Court TV has covered this. You would think that they would be on their P's and Q's. I don't know.
I have a question. Okay, so can't they, like, so let's fast forward and pretend for a second that we're in time of trial. Can't they submit evidence while they're doing that? Like, Your Honor, I'd like to submit this evidence in, and then the judge decides whether or not they're going to allow it. The other side
It
gets
is
a
better
chance to
if
look
they
at
get
it.
it all together, though.
Of course it is. But
Well, the
what I
defense
was
has to see the discovery first before they can admit it to the judge.
What I was leading to was they already have the affidavit, which they both claimed that wasn't sent to them directly. She had that in hand. Why, with something so serious like this, and like you stated, so high profile, you would think it would take priority. It's just such a disappointment that
Did you hear where
she
she
couldn't
said
take
she
5
got them?
seconds to forward that email to them.
Did you
You
hear
know,
where she said she got it?
I'm talking like the affidavit. It seems like just that affidavit where they admitted to doing it would have been enough to start trial or to start the process for this case or this court date today. Like they would have had some discovery and then more could be submitted later. I was just thinking from a standpoint of, like, Snaps was saying they don't have all of the evidence. The baby is still hasn't been found from what they're saying. So there's a lot that they don't have, but that would at least give them the ability to send some discovery with what they did have with the confessions. So I just don't understand. I didn't know if it could have been done.
Match Becca's, like they have that. They do, I think, have enough. But
And I do know that I've been out a minute, but I thought that they had the baby. Oh, wow.
Most of the charges are not surrounding the baby anyway. They're other charges. They're the Rebecca charges. The majority of them.
Correct. And I think, Kelly, I think we were talking about this before, we don't think that they're going to do the charges for the baby because they can't prove if the baby took a breath or not.
the only thing that's moving of bodies, and most of it is like causing miscarriage or stillbirth. Court was live, yeah.
They can prove that portion of it because she was no longer pregnant when they found her.
That's what's so frustrating. It's like, we know, like, they have this. Why didn't they send it or collect it or put it together?
Right, like I can't understand why she could stand there and she could make the bold statement that she made about evil personified and what she saw as evidence that they did, but she didn't have enough to submit for discovery.
My gosh, people, it's Michigan.
I mean, I just hope this is not a shit show. That's what I'm praying. That the show cause and we get on to the probable cause hearing and then we go to 28th District. Yeah, I mean, the evidence other than that, probably. So let's start from the beginning. The evidence that they would have is probably text messages between. Hopefully, they text each other. They have the voice note that Becca left saying she was going to meet her mom for milkshakes. I don't know about the other. I don't know about Kimmy. I don't think Kimmy has shit, but they have the red stuff in the truck. They have the seats. Well, the seats were taken, the seat covers were taken out. They have the burn barrel.
They have Becca's body.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully, like, there's some DNA on. I mean, what?
I'm wondering if they're looking for, or if they're still analyzing what he said they used to tee her.
Yeah, toxicology reports. Maybe even like DNA for the red stuff. Like, there could be a lot of stuff holding that kind of stuff up, but and it's hard to get, especially with the affidavits not being evidence. It's hard to like
Well, and two, we
piece
just
that
went through some
together.
holidays. You know, labs and stuff are backed up. They are.
And said they didn't have the arrest warrant, like their actual arrest warrant, the autopsy. They didn't have any of that.
Yeah, the one lawyer said she saw the affidavit on Facebook. What? Like, I just cannot believe.
She has that.
I mean, we all have it. We probably saw it before she did.
Really ticked her off, didn't it?
Yeah, I also don't know how much we can blame this on being small town, cops or whatever, because if it's the attorney general, they should be pretty equipped to handle this.
Wondering if the three-letter agency's looking at it too, and that's what's holding it up.
Yeah, I don't know. Man, I wish we were on my live. I would be a better host, but we're stuck with Chef.
In the bathroom.
Oh, is that what he said?
No, but when he disappears, that's usually where he went.
Yeah, as for sure. I mean, I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Riri, because she just kind of called this crap show today, didn't she?
The shit show continues, I guess. With this case, it's never ending. Would you not expect a twist and turn? Does he, baby? Would you not expect the twists and turns on this? Like, it was like every day was a shit show.
So I have a
Let's go,
question for
Jackie.
you. Hey,
Sorry,
Sam.
sorry, Jackie.
So
Let's go
this,
asking to come up if you guys want to drop me and let her up.
Who is?
Let's go, Joe.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you, Sarah.
so Case Snaps, do you think this, all these people that were known to this group, there's all kinds of stuff going on now, all kinds of arrests, all kinds of murders and stuff going on. You think it's all coincidental?
I just think that, like, I think of the town next to mine where it's like high crime and low poverty. Like, it's just there is some good, like, there's a lot of good people in it, but like, it's not a school district I would send my kid. Like, it's just a different, and I feel like it's just always high crime there, and I feel like that's what we're dealing with right now. Is like a little community that's,
It's a high rug area. I mean, it's
yeah, and with
First
rugs
off,
comes
I
what,
don't bring you guys to the washroom with me, Jackie, because I could hear you. I was just on Zoom with Courtney saying goodnight to her. Thank you. What's up, Wisco? How you doing?
so you were in the restroom.
It's good to be back.
Yeah. So what do you think, man? Pretty pretty sad situation that these guys can't get it right so far, huh?
Yes. So when it comes to like a three-letter affiliate of the United States government, I don't think that they have involvement right now, purely because if they did, they would have jurisdictional doctrine, which means that the lower courts would already know why there's a delay. Um, I think that probably the state is just not sure what to do because they've never dealt with something like this. So they don't know how to proceed ethically, and they don't know how to proceed like with case law because there's not a whole lot of case law that's like this. And I say that because there's a lot of case law that pertains to um, people who would like to commit a crime such as this, but a lot of that case law does not involve a direct family member. And so having a direct family member involved in a case like this, I think is where there is an issue of what do we do and how do we do it procedurally? And how do we do it legally procedurally? And again, like when I say family member, I mean biological family member, not actual family member. But yeah, I mean, the state obviously has some mud on their face right now because how do you have a hearing and you don't have the AG there when the AG said, I want to take the case? Duh. Like somebody didn't check their calendar.
it's
So what
it's so unprofessional.
what I was told today by, I think it was Kristen, she was on live in somebody else's box, and she said that in this situation, the state is to provide to AG and AG is to redact and then forward it on. But if the state don't have anything, then they can't forward it to AG.
Yeah, I mean, and I can say so. Um, I know that like they're not kidding when they say autopsies take a really long time.
They do.
And when you have in Michigan, which is an even smaller area, there's only one person in the state that performs these. And that person is likely backed up, likely taking time off during holidays, and toxicology takes forever
Mm-hmm.
to get done.
And also the phone records, they take months sometimes. Especially if they tried to get anything from Apple, which I don't know if they did or not. Apple takes forever. There's just a lot. I guess I don't understand what their process is in Michigan, but that's kind of a dumb rule to hold them for only 21 days because things don't work that fast.
Well,
Wait the
so
21 days.
yeah, so like they have so many days to kind of indict them because you can't hold someone without evidence, like
Right. No,
showing someone
right.
something. So in like my state and county, it's 45 days. If they don't indict you in 45 days, you're free and gone. They release you from the jail. So I don't know what that is in Michigan, but I'm assuming we're coming up a little close to that.
Queen in the chat is saying, she knows somebody that passed and that the autopsy's back. It's a different type of autopsy. If if a son passed and it wasn't questionable or considered murder, it goes to a whole different office. There's other autopsy offices, but this one would have gone to the state, correct?
Forensic. Yeah.
Yes.
And an autopsy, it's not a matter of just writing it's very, very detailed actually. And part of that autopsy is the toxicology. And toxicology.
I think like you said though, we got to remember they obviously have the burn barrel. They have the vehicle now. They took a piece of drywall from inside the house. So
Yeah, I think they're just trying to make sure that they have a solid case. They only get one chance. So I think they still have to build it in order to accuse them.
but the beauty
Well, they
about
have to
this
have
is
no
that
chances.
the state can still pick it up. I mean, excuse me, the 3-letter agency can still pick it up, even if this gets thrown out. Which I don't think in any pot. Honestly, they're literally showing who controls the situation right now, and obviously it's the fucking prosecution, and they're just gonna, like I say, they're just like, yo, unfortunately, we don't give a fuck how long it takes, but we're gonna play with your emotions. Now, yeah, you can think that you might get out on bond or dismissed, but no, we're gonna show you now on the next court date that all our
I
ducks
think,
are in a row.
right. I think on the 30th, we're going to see a ton of discovery.
And no matter what the case, the defendants, the prosecutors, whatever, every person in this country is entitled to a defense.
Right.
And I know there's a lot of people saying, like, how could these attorneys defend them? And it's like, this is their job. Okay. Every single person deserves a defense. And I am praying so hard that I'm not worried about an initial conviction. I'm worried about an appeal. That's the
Right.
only thing that gets me like a little tingly in the back of my neck is an appeal on this case because of how it was handled initially. That scares me a little bit. But I also I do recognize it's a very complicated case. It's going to set some case law. But I think the biggest thing to remember is that everyone is entitled to a defense, whether we believe it or like it or can say 1,000% they're guilty. They are entitled to be defended by really good lawyers who can bring up every single argument to get them off because that's their right. And I hope they have the best lawyer out there. And I hope that there is so much evidence and just a preponderance out there that regardless of the situation now, when we go to court, when it's trial time, it's an open and shut, that there
Right.
is not a question with the jury. So we have to keep that in mind that doesn't matter how heinous and horrible the crime is, everyone's entitled to a defense.
I also believe Kristen said earlier today too. It's kind of a typical I mean, not normally does it happen like this, but it is typical, or it can happen like this. It's just a little bump in the road. I know everybody's getting their panties in a bunch about it getting thrown out, but I don't think it will. That
No
judge
chance.
is not going to
No
let
chance at hell.
that happen.
No.
He will work his way around that first. And like they said, discovery is coming in, so just have to be patient.
I mean, they're probably respectfully kicking their dumb asses in their ass right now because if y'all remember.
Yeah, and I can see that too. I'm not sure who posed that question, but I can absolutely see that too, that he would take a plea to testify against her. 100%. And yeah, I think at that point he wouldn't be eligible. But I don't know how that works, and I don't know if Michigan has an allocution law.
And let's not forget, there definitely may be a clerical, not really a clerical issue, but like some sort of issue that they're kind of getting together because if you guys heard earlier, apparently Kimmy is having the same problem with her discovery.
Yes.
Like, and Dawn, that's the impression I got off of Dawn. So, I mean, clearly something's going on over there that they're trying to probably, and these guys know, like the judge knows, these guys all know what the fucking deal is. They just gotta, go within what they're told to say and go within their means. But there's a reason why it took them so long to even show up today.
Yeah, I'm sure there were back scenes trying to figure it out.
Yeah, like, listen, I think.
I had another question I forgot.
And again, on the lawyer aspect of the criminal lawyer aspect, like Wisco said, yeah, that's their job, number one. And number two, like we've been told by actual attorneys, and we know this ourselves, like the
that should be collecting all of the evidence to begin with, or the discovery to begin with.
1 second.
And I know people said the state wasn't there today either, but they were. Well, they weren't. They had a representative step in, and I think that was a lot of the misconfusion as well, is because he didn't know the full ins and outs of the whole thing. I don't think, because he kept saying, "Well, I'll have to check," or "I think so," or "Not real sure."
No, it wasn't that the prosecutor's office wasn't there. It was that the AG didn't show up.
Yeah, the
Oh, that's
local
right. That's right.
prosecutor was there, but the state's attorney general was not. And the state's attorney general is the one who decided, hey, we're going to take this case over with the assistance of the local prosecutor because it's such a big, high-profile case, and they didn't show up. So,
Well, I had also heard though that, and well, I guess according to the prosecution, that they were handling the discovery, which in turn and I think this was clarified by Kristen too, sent it over to AG. AG then redacts and then forwards it over to defense. So AG can't really do anything about it because they don't have anything yet, because the state hasn't provided it to them, because the state doesn't have much. That's what I was told, or under the impression.
Well, what I understood from what he was saying is it had just come across their desk Friday from the AG. The prosecutor's office said that. So I think that may be not correct.
Well, they still have to provide the discovery to AG, right?
I don't know if the county did or if the state did, though.
Yes, Courtney Cellular, I see that. AG is in charge, but from the way it was explained today, to me anyway, it is not typically done this way, but there was some confusion today because of the process of how it was done, is that the state was to forward the information to AG and AG was to redact it and send it to defense. That's, I think, what a part of the miscommunication was too. Or maybe I'm completely understanding it wrong, but that's what
What I understood
those are my
from him,
questions today.
from the prosecutor's office, the judge asked him if he'd send it over, and he said, I need time to look at it. He'd gotten some from the AG on Friday, but he hadn't had a chance to look at it or go through it. Isn't that what he said, Chef?
Yeah, he got it on Friday. He started getting some on the 9th.
Right, and that he hadn't had a chance to go through it.
Correct.
Yes, Courtney, LE gives it to prosecutors. Prosecutors give it to AG, and AG gives it to defense.
So the prosecutor that was there today was not the prosecutor that's assigned to the case, which is why he doesn't really know any of the information.
Correct.
He was actually the prosecutor that was there for the other cases that were prior to, and the ones that were to follow theirs.
So he didn't really know what was, he didn't really
Right.
understand.
So he really didn't know what was going on.
Correct.
How the heck does a prosecutor not show up for a murder case?
They said they had something else going on today. Or I can't remember how it was worded, but. And then I heard the defense also did a demand file on 12-2 or 12-3 and still didn't get anything because they don't have anything.
I heard that too.
Yeah. And then I heard that the discovery was what was there or in the process or in the court was being handled by the Child Endangerment and Human Trafficking Department / template. But there was also a question as to why that was being done, because that's not typically how it's done either. It's not the right department.
So, guys, again, at this point, I personally don't believe there's not much to worry about. I believe that on the January 30th, Listen, if it's not in by January 30th, then I think that's when we got to start panicking, and I think they will definitely be out on bond, or they will very much possibly get a dismissed. But I think Wiggins' step one will definitely be give him a
Oh
bond,
yeah.
and then take it from there. But there's not
Guarantee they'll
much
be
else.
working overtime this week.
Yeah, and for the other, so just to answer the other question there, this to me it's definitely sounds like a rookie prosecutor right off the jump, and I promise you, this guy was just sat in because he probably had a case either before or after that, and they just said, you know what, if you're going to be here, you might as well just sit in for the rest of them, and they're like, yeah, we know what's going to happen today. They're going to push us over, so.
Well, I
But
mean, this trial, I mean, court was almost 45 minutes late to begin with. They were all
right,
sitting in the
right,
back
right,
trying to figure out something. So maybe that's what they figured out.
right,
Maybe they
right.
thought it was going to be dismissed and it wasn't. But then there was somebody there from another case and he just hopped over and they decided to go ahead and just go with it.
Right. But again, in regards to this case, and Delinda, I'm not sure if I want to cover the other unaliving that happened in Wexford also, because we have Kay up here, guys, and if you guys don't know who Kay is actually the daughter of the gentleman that was murdered by the guy who was unalived by the police officer in that case. I'm not sure if you guys were aware of it or not. So, if you guys just want to join me in saying, your condolences. She did lose her father. There is some discrepancies with that I'd like to just kind of clear up for the time being. And honestly, at this point, I don't really want to know the nitty gritty. One thing is for sure, nobody's perfect, but I definitely know he has no RSO on file. And like I said, you know how Chef operates. If you ain't an RSO or a woman abuser, I mean, I can appreciate your reform in any other way. But my heart definitely goes out to her and her family today. We do have Kay here, and I know you have small children, Kay. If you guys have anything more to talk about on the Rebecca Park case, I mean, we can definitely talk about it for the next couple of minutes. But I definitely wanted to just kind of go into that. Uh, do you agree, K Snaps?
Chef, will you drop me down, please? I have things I have to
Yeah,
go.
I was just going to
Sure.
say that too. I'm so sorry for your loss, Kay.
Yeah,
Thank
me
you.
too, Kay. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Thank you guys
Thank
for
you.
joining. I appreciate you guys. Okay, Angie. Thanks like always. Oh, by the
I'm
way,
sorry for
the
your
RJ
loss,
case.
Kay.
We have there's documentary
Belinda
on the
jumped in and
RJ
went.
case. Oh, never mind. She left. Okay. So, and again, if this gets hard for you, Kay, at any point, just please let me know and we can just stop, because I know it's obviously fresh, but definitely, like I said, we're here to kind of understand the story and kind of get like your side of it, because I mean there is a lot of misinformation out there. So, did you want me to play today's court, or you just want to kind of get right into it?
We can just get into it because honestly, there wasn't much in the court.
Right, right. So, oh, let me just fix that 1 second.
And I'm sorry for your loss, Kay.
Thank you.
Yeah, so Kay's father's name was, my vacuum just turned on too, of course, the wrong time. Kay's dad is Stephen Billett, the one that was unalived in the robbery in Wexford County. So it's actually pretty crazy. Like they went to the Rebecca's fundraiser. Did you go, Kay? Did you go to the spaghetti dinner?
I did not. I was at work.
Sorry, my TikTok studio wasn't working like I wanted it to. I'm sorry. There we go. Can you repeat that, please? I'm not familiar with this.
So
Yeah, go ahead.
the people from Wexford that we've been with Brad and Courtney, the guy that was unalived, his name was Stephen Billett. That's Kay's father. in a robbery in Wexford, and Charles Stewart II, am I remembering that correctly?
Yes.
Was the one to unalive him. Remember, I was showing that girl's mugshot earlier this week, and she was a part of the robbery, and we were talking about how she's probably going to be, if she was with him during that, like committing the robbery, when Stephen was unalive, then she's definitely culpable. But they'd stolen your grandparents' car
Yes.
and was caught, pulled over, and Charles went to take his pew pew out to the cops, and the cops won, so they pulled it out faster. Charles lost his life. Is Charles an RO?
From what I've seen on the record, no, but he does have a lot of background history.
Yeah. So pretty crazy. Now she's in jail. She's not in jail for his unaliving, which is ridiculous to me. But that we covered that story like midweek when she first got arrested. Crazy.
I didn't know there was court for that today. I would have
Friday
stayed longer.
is connected to a reported. New details about the deadly officer-involved shooting in Cadillac from Friday that investigators say is connected to a reported home invasion and homicide in Wexford County. Michigan State Police say a traffic stop Friday afternoon escalated when a suspect pointed a gun at an officer. Up North Live's Tony Lundy has the latest on what happened and where the investigation stands tonight.
Michigan State Police say the events unfolded quickly on Friday, beginning with a reported home invasion and robbery in Wexford County. Authorities say a vehicle connected to that incident was broadcast to law enforcement agencies in the area. Later that day, an officer with the Cadillac Police Department spotted what appeared to be the same vehicle and initiated a traffic stop.
During the course of that traffic stop is when the male driver of that vehicle subsequently produced a handgun and pointed it at that officer. From there, the officer responded by drawing his firearm and shooting that male suspect.
Police say the officer was not hurt, and we were told the suspect was taken to a local hospital where he was later pronounced dead. As investigators worked the scene, deputies from Wexford County made a discovery at the location of the earlier reported home invasion.
There at the scene of what had previously been reported as a home invasion and robbery, but they had located now these remains of a deceased individual, and it seemed obvious to investigators based on that preliminary information that the manner of death seemed very suspicious and criminal.
Investigators determined that the suspect killed during the traffic stop is responsible for the homicide after remains were found. MSP says the two incidents were linked because of the collaboration between agencies.
Well, MSP worked hand in hand with them, and was able to determine that there was no longer any danger to the public, and that we had our suspects in custody.
Investigators say evidence from both scenes continue to be reviewed, and the case will ultimately be submitted to the Wexford County prosecutor once the investigation is complete. State police would not release the names of the suspect nor the homicide victim. We have submitted a Freedom of Information document to get that information. In Wexford County, Tony Lundy, Up North Live News.
The officer involved in the shooting has been placed on administrative leave pending the outcome of the investigation.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, guys, that's what happened. But I know a lot of us were, when we got this information, we were kind of we were kind of
New details
hold
about
on.
the deadly officer.
Sorry about that. Yeah, we were just kind of like we wanted to know more about it, and like I said, now we know that it was Steven, right? Is it?
Yes.
Yeah, it was Steven. And do you wanna talk a little bit on like what your dad would do like in the community, like to the point where this situation happened, and why even he possibly would have like been brought up in the Courtney and Rebecca case?
Sure. So, like, the Rebecca part is my dad met him or met her, and I guess they became really good friends. And actually, she almost had her second son in the backseat of his car. Don't know how that happened,
Wait,
but
Rebecca and Steven, your dad?
yes,
Wow,
Rebecca
okay.
and my dad were friends. Um, and then so that's how I think Kimmy brought him up, or the issue with the Kimmy part, you know. And then, like, to touch base on what my dad would do, he he was always the kind of guy that would, like, if he's seen somebody sitting and they look like they needed something, he would go ask them what he need or they needed. He never had really that much money, but he would give his last dollar if somebody needed a cheeseburger or something. Um, he used to dress up as Santa and work at the Christmas tree lots, and he would always pass out like candy canes and stuff to the community for the kids. I remember growing up at one point in time, we had a Christmas in July because my grandparents go to Florida, my other grandparents. And he dressed up in the middle of July in a full blown Santa suit. And that's just kind of how he was. He always just wanted to help everybody. He never wanted to do anything to harm anybody.
Right, because it was Kimmy that originally used that in her affidavit, right? Or no, it was
Yes.
Court. Yeah.
It was Courtney's affidavit, but it was supposedly Kimmy that said it in that.
It's Kimmy's story to Courtney, allegedly. That I don't think is true.
So and why this guy would have felt the need to go to your parents' house? I mean, excuse me, your grandparents' house. You said that you said that your father was trying to help him and go into some sort of business where they would try to help for people that are abusers and well, like substance abusers, and just coming out of jail.
Sorry, the small human wanted candy.
You're fine.
Um,
Yeah.
so Charles got out of prison 9/9/25, and I don't know how him and my dad got in contact, but he needed help. Dad wanted to help him. He had him staying with him out to my grandparents' house in his little house and was taking him to job interviews. And I actually just recently found out that he was taking him to and from work. Um, so I think that's how they got connected and how they were connected. But they were planning to use my dad's property for like a landing spot kind of for um people that needed a place to go that was on rugs and trying to recover.
No, what do you like why do you believe this took such a turn for the worst?
I honestly couldn't really tell you. I don't know if maybe his girlfriend was secretly having a affair with my dad or not, but according to my grandparents, that's the only thing that Charles guy said is that my dad did his girl.
Oh, damn.
Stephanie, you're saying, was his
Yep.
girl.
Yeah.
So sorry, you said your dad was how old?
My dad just turned 60 in November.
Oh, okay. Because yeah, I think that's where we kind of That's kind of where like that's kind of where like the whole mix up was, because we're like, yo, like did this girl did they drive there, did they drive there to fucking did they walk to her house, did they walk to your grandparents' house, did they fucking do this and then steal the car? Like, I'm like, well, yo, this fucking bitch is gonna get like 100%, she's gonna get charged with accomplice to murder. But now that I'm hearing that, now that you're kind of confirming that, so this Charles guy was staying at your grandparents' house.
Correct. But I guess from what I've been informed is they wasn't staying there recently. They were actually staying at one of the hotels here in Cadillac, and they took a dial-a-ride out to my grandparents' house that day.
Hold on one second. Let me get that picture for. I'll get that picture for you, Angie. One second.
What's Stephanie's last name? I remember looking her up, but I forget her last name.
Starts with an F. I suck at names.
I know, it's like a weird, I can get that for you, Angie. She had court today. It was there was Courtney and Brad, and then there was another guy, and then it was Stephanie up. If you wanna, she had court today.
I think that's what Chef's getting a picture of. Is Stephanie with her name on it?
I have her mugshot.
So that's fucking that beaut right there. And her name is Stephanie Feda. Oh my god, I just had it. One second.
Yeah, it's like Fedinoni or something crazy. It looks like she got beat up, don't it?
I was just gonna say that it looks like she's got 2 black eyes. I wish Courtney had 2.
Her name was Stephanie Ferrante. Ferrante. So F-R-A-N. Is it double N? Hold on. Oh. Ferrante. 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 And she's actually crazy enough. Okay, and if this picture bothers you, I can remove it, but
Oh no, it doesn't bother me.
right. So, and crazy enough, like she's actually from Kentucky, so I wonder how she found her way to fucking like Wexford.
I wonder the same things. Okay, Snap, I sent you her record from the other one too.
Thank you. I did see that come in.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so for recap, she is the one. So this ties into Courtney and Brad because in Courtney's affidavit, she said that Stephen, this guy named Stephen Billett, she affiliated him with the murder of Becca in the affidavit. That wasn't true. This girl and her man went to rob Stephen Billett's parents' house, and Stephen was unalived in the process of that. They stole Stephen's parents' car, left, and they got pulled over. The guy gets out of the car to take a pew pew, and pointed at the cops, and the cops drew their weapon and shot him, so he's unalived. So she's now in jail for the robbery of Stephen's parents, but not in jail for the unaliving of Stephen, which I think the charges will get upgraded. Don't you, Chef?
I don't think so. No, not because now, especially that she's gonna be able to, especially now that there's gonna be like some sort of proof that she was actually living there. I don't think so. No, if anything,
No, because if you are in, and I'm pretty sure I'll look it up in Michigan if this is true, but in most states, if you are committing a felony and someone gets unalived, you are automatically
yeah,
just as
but Kelly,
accountable.
it's not like they showed up there now. If she had been staying there for a couple of days. If she had been staying there for a couple of days, that would be long enough for her to fucking say that, oh no, I was staying here and he just fucking shot that dude and he told me if I didn't get in the car, he'd fucking shoot me too.
Wait, I must have missed that. Stephanie was staying with Steven?
Yeah.
I thought Kay said that they were at a hotel. It had been a little while since they had stayed there.
It has been a while since they had stayed there. They had prior stayed there, but they were at a hotel when this
Oh,
all
so they weren't
happened.
actually living there at that time.
No.
Oh yeah. So yeah, she's told. Sorry, I apologize. I thought I heard differently.
But so how did Steven then so did he take her with him to his parents' house, to your grandparents' house?
No. My dad picked up another person that he's helping and took them to a rehab. On his way home, he came home, all that stuff. They were either there prior or showed up afterwards, but they took a dial-a ride to the house.
Yeah, so that's what Case Snaps is trying to say. So the thing is that can show, like the prosecution can show they're premeditated.
Well, the fact that they were there to commit a felony, both of them, like they arrived together, they committed the felony together, and someone passed away in the
But again,
process of that felony.
but also she can play that she wasn't ever known, she didn't know about the felony.
It doesn't matter. The
Yeah, that's
felony
good then.
is robbing.
Yeah, that's
That's the
good.
felony.
Yeah, sure, that's good. I mean, I hope you're right.
I just don't see a place where, because I mean, is everyone in your family, Kay, kind of under agreement that she should be held liable for murder too, as well?
Yes.
Right. So
100%.
it's not like the family's like, oh, we got our justice. Charles is unalived. It's like, no, this bitch can fry too. That's my take.
Honestly, the way I feel more about it now, he can't pay the consequences because, I mean, I guess he did in a sense, but we can't go after him. And
Right.
we have anger because they took our dad away from us. And there's one person that we can go after.
Right. And how many, if you don't mind me asking, how many kids does your dad have?
There's me, my sister, my brother, and I have a half or a stepbrother as well. So there's three of us and my stepbrother.
God damn, your poor
Hold on, I'm
grandparents.
gonna look it up in Michigan if that's a thing in Michigan. Hold on.
Went to Pew Pew store and robbed it, and in the process, one of them unalived the two people that worked there. The state of Michigan charged the one that pulled the trigger with schmurder, and the other four got accessory to first-degree schmurder.
Yeah, it's a family schmurder rule in Michigan. She can be charged with that. I just looked it up. You absolutely, and it actually doesn't even say accessory. It says M.
Yeah, it will depend on their story. She could be charged like with the full charge, like she should be, or they could just call her an accessory depending on what her attorney presents.
Now again, everything can be updated, switched, and whatnot. So I'm not really too worried about that. But are you guys worried at all? Because to date, she's really only being charged with lying to the police. Because remember now, she's actually not charged for that now, and it really seems like Corey would have gave her bail today if she had a stable place to stay.
So can she be charged with murder if she didn't actually pull the trigger?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's what I think. That's what you're reading, right, K Snaps?
Yes,
What?
in Michigan, I believe that is the case that
Good night, Miss Mitch.
if you're with them, that you can be charged with it as well.
Yeah, Michigan does hold you just as accountable. It's like it's
I would
almost
know
like
that.
driving a car. Like you don't intend to for anyone to be harmed, but if someone's harmed in the process, like you're held accountable. If you're committing a
So,
felony and someone gets unalived, you're being held accountable.
so if you're riding in a car with 4 other people, the driver is the one that unalives somebody. The rest of them are going to get charged for murder too?
I think those circumstances are a little different.
I think that would
If you're
depend on what was happening.
committing a felony, if you're in the process of committing a felony and
Mm-hmm.
someone passes away during the process of committing that felony, you will get schmurder or accessory to, depending
I was
on.
going to say accessory I can see, but not the actual. Okay, that makes sense then.
Yeah, well, in most cases, accessory is just as accountable. So,
Correct. But I
I mean,
mean,
the sentencing, but it says M
oh wow.
in Michigan. So I just looked it up.
Huh. Yikes. Another reason why I didn't want to go to Michigan, other than the fact that I would never do that, but just
Yeah, don't ever commit a felony. That's the thing.
right?
Like, let's say
Okay.
for instance, they possibly find information that the two of them planned it together, then I could see them 100% charging her just like they would have him.
Right. Or yeah. Yeah.
I mean, the investigation is definitely still ongoing, but I think by now her charges may have already been upgraded. But I mean, it could take time.
I know that's the thing is like you would think that she would already be held accountable. Maybe they
Right.
have to
That's what we're
prove
saying.
that she was there during the act because maybe she didn't talk at all. You know, maybe he could have picked her up after the fact. You know,
I think because it will be. I think, in all honesty, I think it's going to be a very. I think it's going to be a very tight situation. And again, I'm sure, and I mean, Kay, you can confirm this or not. And if you don't know, it's fine also. But I'm sure they probably, your grandma would have probably told you, like the police had gone there, probably did a pretty good investigation, and probably have your dad's cell phone and stuff like that now, correct?
Yes, I was out there right after it happened, and my grandparents can identify her.
Right. But I'm saying, like, they would have taken his cell phone.
They took all of his belongings that
Right.
would have been crucial.
So
well,
my thing is,
they more so need like Charles and Stephanie's.
no, what
Cell
I'm
phone
saying
data.
though, like I'm just saying, like let's just say, and again, nobody deserves to lose their fucking life over this guy. She's a 42-year-old, he's 60, crazy. We've seen crazier things. But I'm just saying, and I'm not trying to do this, respectfully, Kay. If they kind of have some sort of electronic records that they were quote unquote messing around, she may have. She kind of it might be able to help the situation because remember now, the two key people are no longer here anymore.
But I don't think that's going to be you. That's past character. Like I don't think that would be used. I think that
No, but it will
her
show. It
like
will
cell
show
phone
that it wasn't.
data.
It will show it wasn't a random act of robbery.
Yeah, I agree that she has a connection to him.
Right. Like you know what I'm saying? Like yeah,
But
this
if
guy. I
her
don't know.
data shows that she was there, or you know what I'm saying, like if they have her cell phone and they
But
have
that's
her
the thing. Now
data,
she can like if she had some sort of if she has some sort of like paper trail to say, yeah, you know what, fuck it. And even if she's not, she might even, if it matches now, she might say, yeah, I was having an affair with him, and he got really upset about it.
I do have a video of the car and stuff when the cops pulled him over. You can't see anything go down, but you can see him taking a nap on the ground, and you can see her in the passenger seat.
Yo, I want to see that.
It's too long for me to send on here. I tried already.
Do you have
Can you play it?
Discord?
I don't know how to play any of that stuff. I'm
No,
so new
she
to
probably
TikTok.
can't. If he's lying sprawled out there, I doubt it. I will definitely get it played for sure. Do you know how to do Google Docs or no?
Nope.
Email? Am I
Yeah.
looking at
How
email?
about email?
My friend Kayla says she can send it to whoever.
Hey, can you email it to me? My email is in my my email is in my chat. It is in my bio. But anyways, yeah, I mean that's crazy, man. Like, you try to.
Thanks, Kayla.
So what do you think the reason? What do you think the? And again, like if I'm asking too many questions, you can tell me to shut up respectfully.
You're
But
fine.
what do you think? So I get it. It was one thing to be mad at. I get it. It was one thing to be mad, thinking like, okay, your dad was, and I don't even want to throw that in the universe, but I mean, based on what you said, like potentially that possibly could be a scenario, right? They were having some sort of a relationship, fine, whatever. But why would they have gone to like tie up your grandparents and shit?
I honestly think they were trying to make it look like a random. I think that's why they went into my grandparents' house afterwards because then I, I feel like my grandparents are lucky to be here. I don't think they were meant to be here. I think that that was plans to not have them here anymore because he did tell them after he tied them up and put them in the bathroom, if your debit cards don't work, we'll be back to unalive you.
And they watched him unalive their son right in front
No,
of them.
no. My grandparents did not see it. Both my grandparents are handicapped. They both need help walking. That's why my dad was living out there because he was
I'm
helping
so
take care of
sorry to
them.
hear that. That's horrible.
Yeah.
Thank you. So
Hmm.
so hold on one second.
That's fucking freaky. Those poor grandparents.
I
Not
know.
only
Yeah,
did
Angie, it's crazy. It's a crazy ass
Geriatrics
story.
are my favorite. In my nursing career, geriatrics were my favorite. And so this, oh my gosh. And then to be
well, the thing
handicapped
is
on
like
top of
look
it
at what
all,
the
that's
look how
horrible.
that whole night transpired. They got tied up, thought they were gonna lose their life. That's a fear in itself that you would never give up.
I know.
And,
Can you imagine how scared they were?
yeah, and now you got to bury your son. Like, oh my god.
And not knowing really what was going on? Oh my God.
And I don't really feel like it's justice because he was unalived,
Did
so this lady needs to go down so
did
they can
she
get
come
some
in?
form of justice.
Did she help with that part of the process, or did she sit in the car the entire time?
No, because
She
they
was
stole the grandparents' car.
she was in
Oh,
my grandparents' house.
okay. So she was in the house and went and got in the car. Okay. Well, then, yeah, she needs to
Oh,
be.
if she was in there, she's fried. Dude, you're fried.
Yeah. Now she is. Now I can see a clearer picture.
Yeah,
Ooh.
like what were you
They
doing the
should.
whole time? What were you trying to do? So do you believe that Charlie unalived your dad and then went to go tie up your grandparents?
She said, give her a minute.
Oh, my bad. I'm
You know what
sorry.
this reminds me of was the FedEx case. Remember the
Sorry.
FedEx case for the three
Yeah.
boys?
Well,
Okay.
that
I'm
was
so sorry.
ridiculous with the kids there too, man. Sorry,
All
Karen. I
right.
know you got
I'm
children.
back.
You're
No, you're
fine.
good.
Yeah, no, my question was, and I appreciate you coming on and talking about this. And my question to you was, what do you believe happened first? Do you believe that your dad was unalive first or your grandparents were tied up first?
I'm going to go off for what I believe. I believe he was unalive first, and then they went in to tie up my grandparents. Because I'm going to tell you right now, my dad had pew pews, and if they would have went into my grandparents' house and he would have heard any ruckus, it would be a different scenario.
Mm. You don't ever think it was a shootout though? Like
No,
So where was he found?
in his little house,
Okay,
yeah,
so
in
the
the
little
backyard,
house was
remember?
down. Okay. Yeah,
side yard.
yeah.
Yeah, and we thought that's where Buddy was living for whatever reason. But anyway.
Can you, if you don't mind, and if it's okay, and if you're up to it, do you mind telling the story like from beginning to end?
Sure. Chef Kayla sent that to you.
I got it. Thank you.
Well, what part of the story do you want?
I'm new to this. This is the first time
Oh, okay.
hearing this. I'm just kind of piecing things together. And your dad's name became familiar to me because I was just looking at the affidavit again from today's
Okay.
court, and I saw his name there. And then when his name got brought up here, I'm like, oh my goodness.
Okay, so on January 2nd, I got a phone call probably about 6 o'clock. There's stuff going on at my grandparents'. So I grabbed my mom and we went out there. And the cops told me that my dad was unalived and that my grandparents were tied up and they're okay, but they're shaken up.
Oh.
So, from what I've gathered is these monsters went out and unalived my dad and then proceeded to go into my grandparents' house. They tried to take prescriptions. My grandparents kept saying, I don't have any ends. So they proceeded to go through my dad's wallet in front of my grandparents because, like I said, well, you wouldn't know, sorry. My grandparents were being solely taken care of from my dad. They were both handicapped.
Okay.
They're in their 80s,
Oh.
and neither of them can barely walk. My grandpa's a little bit better than my grandma. My grandma's got dementia and Parkinson's. So Charles went through my dad's wallet, kept holding up debit cards, asking my grandpa which ones were which, if they were his. And he finally found my grandpa's card. He's like, that's my card. He's like, where's the pin? Grandpa told him the pin that he thought it was. Again, my dad, he took care of them. My grandpa didn't know his pin.
Right.
They stole my grandma's wallet, her debit card, asked where her pin is. Again, she has Parkinson's and dementia. So she has to write everything down. So she's like, it's in my purse. They tied my grandpa up to his wheelchair and tied my grandma's hands in front of her, like she's praying.
Oh.
Proceeded to lock them up in their like guest bathroom. He nailed the door shut. He told them that if the debit cards did not work, he would be back to unalive them. He, I guess I forgot one little part. He did come in without a shirt on, and he took one of my grandpa's shirts, one of my dad's shirts, and proceeded to put them on in front of my grandparents.
Why?
Forgot about that part. Um, and then they proceeded to take my grandparents' keys and take off with the car coming into Cadillac. And then that's where the Laurel Street happened.
Gotcha.
He turned around in the car, so he was still sitting, and he turned and he raised his pew pew, and the cop was faster and ended him. And then they took Stephanie into jail where she's not facing any charges for murder as of yet.
Okay. That is horrible. Your poor grandparents, your poor father. And this is all allegedly due to what you said earlier. I did catch that part that you thought
Yes.
because Steve was
Yes.
messing around with this lady up here who was Stephanie.
Yes.
How did they
Okay.
know about your grandparents being tied up?
Okay, so my grandma, like I said, she had her hands like in a prayer in front of her. So they were idiots anyway to tie their hands in the front, but she like moved her hands back and forth until she loosened up her hands enough. She untied my grandpa, and between the two of them, they got the door open. Grandpa went to his game room where he had his pew pew and went out and called the cops and told them that we were just robbed and they had a gun. And he's like, just so you know, I said that word, sorry. Uh, I have a pew pew here and it is loaded. And dispatch told him, go put it away, just in case, because when the officers come in, you know.
Sure.
So he did, and then they came out there, and I guess my grandpa's like, my son lives out in the little house, and that's when they went out there. The door was locked, so they had to kick it in, and then they found my dad.
Did you and your parents recognized him?
My grandparents,
Your grandparents,
yes.
yes. Sorry.
Yes, they could identify that he had tattoos on his arms, a tattoo on his chest, and they said they knew who he was because they've seen him, and they knew who she was.
And so they allegedly were staying with your dad in the little house at
At
one
one
point in
point in
time?
time, yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I do know I have, from being from around here, I talked to a couple people, which is kind of weird. I went into the grass store and was talking to a couple of the people that I know in there. And one of the girls told me, I have to tell you something. And I said, what's that? And she's like, that guy that did it? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, he was in here just before.
Mm.
So the cops have that video footage too.
Do you think that they used that as an excuse for your dad sleeping with Stephanie as an
Yes.
alibi themselves, or do you think so you truly think it was a robbery and they used
I
the excuse
I think they wanted something that my dad had, and like I've stated, he
to
never had
hurt?
money.
Gotcha.
He never had money, but I think in my heart, I feel like they think my grandparents had more than they have. My grandparents are both living on like a pension. Like they don't have that much stuff. Like
Right.
so
No, I get it. Yeah. Do
but
you do you think she was in the house helping him, at least with tying them up?
yes.
Yeah, I was
In
just
your
gonna ask that
opinion?
question. Good question, because I was gonna be like, I wonder if your grandparents could remember seeing that, like your grandparents could recall
They
that.
s- they did state when they came in that he had his pew pew pointed at her, but anybody that's ever watched any type of crime, that could have easily been a cover up.
Hold on.
Who
He
had
had his
what?
pew
Yeah.
pew. He had his pew pew pointed at Stephanie also.
Yes.
Yeah, let's not put that in the universe.
Yeah, let's not. Um, but like I've stated too, like because
By
I
the way,
talked to my
Kayla's. By the way, Kayla's. She didn't send me the video. She just sent me an email.
okay. Um, but like I was telling my grandparents, I said she could have been part of the unaliving of my dad. And then after it was done, she could have been like, what the heck did we just do? And been shook up. So, and then he could have easily been like, well, we still have to finish this. So,
Somebody in the chat said most of Stephanie's past charges are robbery and stealing.
Yeah,
yes.
it's right.
So she's familiar and knows the.
Yes. I think
Okay.
she only has one rug charge.
Yeah, from 20 years ago.
Yeah, from 2006 or something like that. Yeah.
I bet your grandparents are just scared to never. Oh my god,
My
to
I
never live
grandparents are
in.
they're actually doing way better than I figured they would be doing.
Oh, bless their
Um,
heart.
I think that has a lot to do with like with grandma, with her having dementia and Parkinson's. I think she kind of it's like she knows what happened, but it's kind of one of those things that it's not like reality, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And then grandpa is starting to get, I think, dementia because he forgets names and stuff. And I mean, that just could be from being old, but I think that's just it. And he knows that he has to hold it together for grandma.
Right. Now, were you close to your dad?
Um, Depends on the day of the week.
Gotcha. Yep.
My
That.
dad and I are a lot alike, so we butt heads quite often. Well, we butted heads quite often. Um, but we talked quite often. And I moved into my house a year ago, October, and he was the first person. Okay, I got a dolly, I got a trailer, and I got a truck. Let's do this. And like I always knew if I needed something, I could call my dad, and he'd be there. Within, if he was busy, he'd be like, "Okay, give me a couple hours, I'll be there." And he usually stood by his word.
Now, did he have a significant other?
My stepmom passed away 2 years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. My goodness.
Thank you.
A question. Do you know if they took anything from your dad?
Stephanie and Charles,
Yeah, like they robbed your
they
grandparents. Did
they
they
took
take
it.
anything from him
Yes,
too?
they took his wallet and I want to say his phone, but other than that, I'm not sure. His wallet had all of his information.
I'm so sorry, love. This is just
Thank you.
awful.
They're so stupid though. Like you steal the car. How far did you really think you were gonna get?
Not very far.
You know
With
what I
any of
think it is
these
though. You know
criminals,
what? I'll be honest with you though. Actually, I think they didn't. Because remember now, your dad's unfortunately unalived. They're tied up in the washroom. So this dude's thinking is probably, oh, we got lots of time because ain't no like they ain't gonna be able to escape this pretty much my thing is, like, in my opinion, they believe they probably like, oh yeah, they're locked up in the bathroom. Steven's unalive. We got all the time in the world, really. But I think they didn't realize that, they were able. Your grandparents were at least smart enough to call the police, and that's probably when they picked up they realized, oh shit. Oh, hold on a
They,
second. They got him for speeding though, no?
I don't think so. I think they recognized the car.
Why do I feel?
Do you
Why do
think?
I? Why
Do you
does
think they would have
traffic
been
stop
caught
sound ring a
anyway?
bell? I don't know.
What? Sorry.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. Do you think they would have been caught either way?
Yes.
How much time passed between when they suspect everything happened at your grandparents' house and the time they got pulled over?
The last phone call my dad made was at 12:41 p.m. So, 8 p.m. noon. Um, and my grandparents said that they swore up and down the news was on when this all went down. And here in Michigan, we have news at noon, and then 5 and 6, and then 11. So we're thinking this all started taking place right after my dad got home. So probably my grandparents just finished the news. I want to say it all started at like 1 o'clock. The first call to dispatch was at 3. Um, a neighbor called because they heard a gunshot. Weird because we live in the woods, but they did. And then my grandparents, I want to say it was like 4-ish, 4:30 when they called. Um, and then they were caught a little after 4, I want to say.
One other
Sorry.
quick.
Do you think that Charles had his own pew pew, or did he take one from your grandpa or your dad? Can you hear me or no?
I can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Sorry, you were breaking up
Okay.
there. Yeah.
No,
No.
it
He came
muted
with
on
his own
me.
pew pew.
I think I think he did, but honestly, like I couldn't tell you for sure because my grandparents and my dad were constantly buying new ones because they were hunters.
Right.
My dad was always out in the woods growing
Right.
up and stuff, so
Mm.
I don't know how many they had. Um, so that one I don't know. I think my grandpa said that all of his were with my dad out in his house, but don't quote me on that.
One other quick question. Would you know why, thankfully, God bless the Lord, but why they were not unalived?
I think the cops got Charles right in the right time because I do know that he did try to do a transaction on my dad's debit card. Um, and my grandpa's pin that he gave him was not correct. He knew that after he said it. Um, so I believe if they would not have gotten them when they did, my grandparents wouldn't be here.
How about when they were in the house, though?
I think they needed them in case that pin was wrong.
Oh, good
They
point.
needed their money to get out of Dodge.
Does anybody know of a plan that they would have had to do so? Like
No
get out of
idea.
Dodge?
Well,
Maybe
she's
Kentucky.
from Kentucky,
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe Kentucky.
and
Okay,
he's was living somewhere probably down by Jackson because that's where he went to prison.
I
gotcha.
think she planned it.
I feel it too. I do.
That
I
she
think
planned it?
she's I think we have a Courtney problem here. I think she's the manipulator.
So it sounds to me like they were pulled over based off your time. They were pulled over before your grandparents called the police.
Probably.
Do you know what direction they were heading? Were they heading back towards your grandparents' house, or were they heading away?
I'm not sure on that.
Yeah, and Delinda,
That's so
that's why I'm telling
scary.
you. That's why I'm telling you. Why does a
Um,
traffic stop ring a bell? I don't know why.
That's
And
what the news here in Traverse City said, was that it was a traffic stop.
right, right. See, that's what I heard, and which makes sense because how the hell would they get pulled over then if the grandparents hadn't even reported it yet? You know what I mean?
I remember it being worded as a traffic stop in the article, And
Correct.
I
Yeah.
imagine that he was all rugged up and mathing around and just immediately thought they were pulling him over for the robbery.
See, what's crazy is she don't look like she's on meth.
I just assume he was.
I agree. She doesn't look like it.
No, she doesn't.
She's too heavy.
No, she probably likes the downers.
Or we hit her on, yeah, we hit her on one of the down days.
Definitely seems like Charles beat her up before he took her with him.
No,
Don't think
that's a ton of crying right there.
Or,
those
yeah, or it
black and
happened
blue
during,
marks?
Hmm.
Those black and blue marks?
yeah, I only see my one, maybe not though, yeah.
That's
I mean,
malnutrition.
there is a scenario where he could have forced her to do this. He found out about the alleged affair and was like, "No, you're coming with me. We're confronting him," and forced her to do this stuff. I just don't believe that to be true based off of her previous record.
Exactly. She definitely has a lot of robbery in there.
Yeah, I don't believe that either. I think the state's going to charge her with that as well, just based off of cases that I've seen locally here in Michigan. And if they don't, Kay, I think you need to go push the prosecutors to do that.
Oh, my sister and I plan on it.
I'll come help you. I'll come be there with you if you need support.
Sounds like a plan.
So how did they end up in this area, in your area?
I have no idea. I want to say that
Well,
Charles might.
your dad was once helping them. Isn't that what was said?
Yes. I think Charles might be from this area because his brother was in the court today.
I heard that too.
And I mean, I'm not saying that he is because some people would drive, for that stuff, but I don't think he would fly in for that. So I want to say he's from this area.
Yeah, he was in court. He was sitting right in front of me.
Yeah.
Interesting.
For any locals, we do have a benefit dinner on the 24th of this month from 4 to 7 at Man School.
Where's that?
Just a little ways north from Cadillac.
It's
Is that
probably
where Rebecca had
the
hers?
same
No.
location as Rebecca's spaghetti
Yes.
dinner.
Yes.
Miss K, would you be
What
so
was the
kind
date?
as to type that up and put it in the comments so that we
Uh,
can spam it?
um, yeah, I can do that. I'm gonna
So
also show you guys the flyer. Just give me a second.
So what's the like? What would they allege? Like, and again, I don't want to like. I'm not trying to victim shame or anything. I think this would be a good opportunity too to just kind of speak on the whole situation. That like, because it's my understanding that your father was the one who got kicked out of the spaghetti dinner for Becca.
Yeah. Okay, so I can actually touch base on that a little bit too. Hold on. Let me show this there.
Here, let me take a screenshot of it. All right, awesome.
Okay. Um, I don't want to show my face. There we go. So the whole thing with it being said that he was a pervert, and I have talked to the girl that he walked up to, and the reason why he got kicked out. Um, he did introduce himself kind of a way that people wouldn't understand, but at the same time, in his head, it made sense. Um, he walked up to this girl and did state, "Hi, I'm the town pervert." But now that her and I have sat down and we've talked back and forth, he was more or less trying to make her like know who he was, if that makes sense. Like, because they didn't know his name. Like, it didn't matter what his name was. It was the fact that they said he was the pervert. So I think he was trying to point out where he was at the case, like what he had what am I looking for? His connection, I guess.
I gotcha.
Like it
Because
was,
because
yeah,
Kim said it that way.
yeah. So it
So
wasn't
then
the
he was
fact
trying to say, hey, allegedly,
I'm that
yeah,
I'm that
yes, I
person,
get
yeah.
it.
It wasn't the fact that he was like actually because my dad, he is not a pervert. I mean,
Like a sarcastic wise, being a
yeah,
sarcastic. Okay.
yeah, like more or
Gotcha.
less, I'm this person that they're saying, and it made her uncomfortable. And like I told her, I said, I understand where you're coming from because honestly, if somebody did that to me too, you got to think of where you're at, what's going on. You
Yeah.
don't know Joe Blow from Joe Blow, and that's how he introduced it. I said I don't blame you for the way that you said it. And this girl did make a public announcement apologizing, and I accepted her apology because my dad would want it that way. My dad forgave everybody.
No, I totally understand that. He was just being sarcastic by saying, hey, I'm the one that's the pervert, basically,
Yeah.
because it was known that Kim had said that. And
Yeah.
yeah,
So he was trying to show his connection just so people knew who he
gotcha.
was. And she didn't realize that's what he was doing at the time. And again, the environment, you don't know these people. She's not from here. Like I got where she was coming from and I told her that. I said, I understand and I forgive you for it because for one, my dad would want that. And for two, like if I'm a female and if somebody did that to me, I probably would have done the same thing.
Do you
The
know
biggest
why?
part, huh?
Do you know why Kim would have called him a pervert?
I have no idea. My dad was He was different. I'm not going to say he wasn't. He was a flirt and he said some stuff that he probably shouldn't have said, but most
Okay.
men do.
Hey,
I mean,
that's awesome
so
that you can be honest. That's okay.
yeah, and I don't, it might have also just been because you got to think Rebecca was young and my dad wasn't. And for an older person to have young friends is weird. And to some people, I have older friends. I don't like people my age. Um,
Small community. I get it too.
yeah, and again, that goes back to him wanting to help people. She was young, she needed help. He helped.
I actually met your dad at the spaghetti dinner. As soon as I saw the picture, I recognized him. He was very nice. I talked to him for about 15 or 20 minutes, and he was just very kind. I am
Thank
so,
you.
so sorry.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a shitty situation, but I just got to look at it. He wouldn't want me sad, so I got to keep pushing forward.
Maybe you can follow in his footsteps now and do what he has done by helping people. Might be a way to look at it.
Honestly, after this, I'm scared to help anybody.
I wouldn't imagine. Yeah, just take care of your grandpa and grandma. Bless their hearts.
Hey, I wanted to say I'm so sorry for your loss, but can you tell me when this happened again? Because I just came in and didn't.
January 2nd.
So this is after Rebecca passed.
Yes, this January 2nd of this year. Go, guys.
Oh my God.
I
And
actually
she
got to, what? Sorry.
is she in jail right now?
Yes, go.
Oh
So,
my
on to that
God.
subject of helping people. I said I was scared, but yesterday I was in Walmart and I was just walking. I had to get some stuff for my kids and for the house. And I heard this little girl and she was asking her mom for candy. And I heard the mom say, "We can't afford the big ones. We have to make sure we have food for the whole month." I know that situation. I'm in that situation, you know? And I had like 9, $10 in my wallet, cash. And I walked over to her and I was like, I don't have much, but you need to buy them their candy here. And I handed it to her and she like looked at me and I was just like, I just recently lost my dad. And I feel like that's what he would want me to do right now. And she's like, God bless you and stuff. And I was like, just buy them their candy. I've been there. When my mom and dad separated, I was really, really young. And before she got with my stepdad, we didn't have much. And my dad never had much. So I've always been in that spot where they worked hard for what they got. And seeing a mom struggle like that in Walmart was like, oh, pull on my heartstrings. So I had to give her the little bit of money I had in my wallet.
You're already
Bless your
carrying on
heart.
his legacy.
Yeah. I'll tell you one thing I won't do though. With him dressing up as Santa, I wish I could show you guys all these pictures that I have of him. I feel like I have more pictures of him dressed up as Santa than I do of him. And I won't dress up as Santa, guys. Sorry.
Oh, that's so sweet of him to do that.
Yeah, as long as I can remember, he always dressed up as Santa.
Yeah, it's a very shitty situation, man. Any way you look at it, unfortunately.
It sure is. Terrible.
Well, hopefully the right justice. I mean, for what it's worth, I like to say at least it was the cop who shot him and not your grandpa, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I'm very grateful for that because I honestly don't think my grandpa could do it.
You
That's
Like,
one
I
know?
way
think
to
he,
look at it, Chef. I would never thought about that.
Yeah.
I,
I'm grateful that your grandparents did not know that your father was already unalived when this was all happening to them.
yeah, because it would have been a whole different scenario for that too.
Yeah.
They're not alone by themselves anymore, are they?
Yeah, the dad was the only one caring for them, apparently.
No, us as family are making sure they're taken care of.
But I mean, they're at the house by themselves now, right?
Um,
It doesn't matter.
I'm
You don't
not.
gotta say it.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say I'm not gonna state yes or no because I don't know who's watching. Just they have somebody with them.
Good. That's all. How old are they, if you don't mind me asking?
Me, I'm
No,
32.
that.
I'll be them. My grandparents are in their 80s.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and
This
me,
did happen after
I'm just a baby.
this did happen after the Rebecca Parks thing, and the reason this is being brought up is because Kay, her father was Stephen, and his name was mentioned in the affidavit. So that's kind of how that got brought up, but in
Yeah,
a
and
separate
also,
situation.
it's kind of down our avenue of crime.
Yeah. So the bigger lady in Chef's box was the girlfriend of, well, I guess she was part of it too, unalived Kay's father, and tied up the grandparents and robbed them,
Yeah,
and
correct.
were caught, and that person was pew-pewed by the police officer, and she's in jail. But unfortunately, her Kay's dad has passed away, and the grandparents are doing okay.
Has anyone reached out to your family from the DA's office?
I'd have to ask my sister that. She's handling the legal stuff because she knows more about it. She had a baby that passed away when she was really young, so she's already kind of dealt with like the funeral stuff and all that stuff. So I was like, you know more, you do that. Honestly, my headspace isn't very big. So I'm doing like the benefit and going around to the community and passing out the flyers and talking to everybody about that kind of stuff and just making sure my grandparents are okay and taking care of my family. I really didn't want anything to do with the funeral part.
Is anyone helping you with the flyers and things to pass those out, like people locally?
Yes,
Okay.
actually, I'm very blessed because I grew up in Manton. I've lived here all my life. Um, and the Manton town, actually, we have a couple ladies here and they reached out to me and they are going to do the spaghetti dinner completely. Like, I don't have to lift a finger. I mean, I told them I'm going to lift a finger because that's who I am,
Oh, very
but
nice.
they're doing all of it. We're having the spaghetti dinner, a silent auction, and a bake sale. And
Oh, very nice.
yeah, so luckily they're doing all that. So I really don't have to do too much. But like I told them, I said, I can't just sit still. I have to do something. So they're like, okay.
Did you know Becca?
I met Becca like one or two times when she was with her one baby daddy, Rudy. I went to school with Rudy. Um, he introduced me a couple different times, and like I said hi to her and stuff. But I didn't personally. I wouldn't say I knew her. Um, I did follow the case really close because of it being so close to me,
Yeah.
and a lot of her friends I went to school with.
Oh, okay.
So it was very like I wouldn't say hard for me, but at the same time, yes.
Kind of traumatic, really, right?
Yeah.
Did you know any of
Crazy
the
how the world
people?
works, though. Like, because this kind of my buddy got unalived. He got murdered on a Sunday, and on a Wednesday, my mother just tragically had a heart attack and died.
Oh,
So I kind of, yeah, it's just crazy how shit happens, man. Like, you would imagine you were there listening to the Becca case with us all, like, kind of, uncovering it, and then all of a sudden, your family becomes a case. It's so tragic, man.
That's kind of what's
Um,
going on with us right now. We
Right,
lost
right.
my dad on the 2nd, and then my dad's brother's wife passed away 4 days later.
oh,
Yeah, it's
for
crazy.
goodness sake.
Have
But
they at
anyways,
least
guys,
heard
we
from
will
a
definitely
victim advocate?
I'm sorry, go ahead,
What was
Shannon.
Sorry.
that?
I was just wondering if you know if they've at least heard from a victim advocate.
Yes. We had, well, I don't know if it's victim or if it was a grieving. I don't know if that's the same thing. They were out there and they talked to all of us. My sister actually went to school with one of them, so she's been in contact with her.
I
Yeah.
just hope that they get their act together. I obviously there's multiple prosecutors. Hopefully they don't put one prosecutor on both of these cases. These are both so important and need to be handled with kid gloves so that no more balls are dropped.
Yeah.
Yeah, and hopefully we don't have to wait for discovery.
Yeah. My dad had his autopsy in Kalamazoo, and we actually were just informed that he'll be back sometime this week.
Sorry,
Oh,
Kayla. Just before I end it here, can you just get Kayla? Oh my God, Kay, can you just get that email, that Kayla, to resend me that video if you don't mind? But
Yeah, I'll message her.
it is 10 o'clock and I'm up at like 6:15 in the morning, so I am gonna shut it down for the night. I'm not sure if Schmurder by Nature is gonna be going live at all or not, but I definitely will definitely get more into this case, knowing that we have, like, I always like covering cases with boots on the ground, kind of gives us the facts, and that's kind of what I like to run my stuff on. But definitely there is a couple other information on different cases. I'm sure Case Naps will cover it tomorrow morning. And regarding the RJ case, there's certain documents that had come out there, and I think they're going to be pretty crazy to definitely crazy to talk on. But Kay, like I said, my condolences goes out to you and your entire family. Like I mentioned, I definitely know what it's like to grieve, loss of I've literally lost count of how many of my friends were unalive to the pew pew and this and that. But God gives this stuff to the people that He knows can handle it. And my heart goes out to him. You guys have yourselves a fantastic evening. K Snaps
Real
will
quick.
definitely.
same thing to you, Kay. My heart goes out to your family and your grandparents, and we're here for your support.
Thank
You're
you.
also
Thanks,
okay,
thanks,
honey.
Chef, for letting me up.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine, Angie. Thank you, man. I always love
Thank
your
you, Steph,
questions.
for
Are
letting me
awesome.
up too.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
you're welcome. You're welcome. But yeah, guys,
Okay.
K Snaps will definitely be on around 10 o'clock tomorrow. She is doing a morning, like mid afternoon live, trying to do it daily. So yeah, it's pretty good. When I'm there, when I'm not there, I don't know how good it is, to be honest.
Okay,
But
I just wanted to let you know I followed you, and if you want to shoot me a message, I'm in Traverse City, but if there's anything I can do to help you with the benefit, please feel free to message me.
Okay, I will. Thank
And
you.
and as long as the roads are good, I will be there.
Okay, thank you. As more of this does unfold and I get more details, I will come back and let you guys know more after my family knows.
yeah, and
Appreciate you.
let me know the details also, because I will be talking to our team tomorrow morning on our morning call, and
Okay.
definitely I will see what we can even put together as like K Snaps and Chef's community. So,
Okay.
all right, you guys have a good night. Thank you.
Thank you, Chef.